cut him off.
I know.
When did I ever fucking say anything?
Where is it? Premium. That's the. Remove that one. Citadel's got some issues there. I have a spleen inside of me. Are you familiar with this song?
A spleen?
Joey's like, I have a camera, bro. Just like fighting with me there. I mean, I don't blame him. I'm gonna. You can't degen unless you're upside down. Is that true for everybody or just Australians? Great, get it right.
There you go.
Hey. Okay. All right, we must get serious because this is the recorded part. Okay, so today, traditional careers versus careers in Web3. Pipeplop still like, when giveaway? It's not even listening. Let me see. Pipeplop, let me see. I'm entering you into the carousel. You've won new viewer. Nobody on stage. Senior Choice, don't you like what you won?
I love what I want.
Yes. When you're upside down, red candles still look red, but at least they're going up. Fantastic.
So this summit tonight is either going to do one of two things. It will either make you ruin your life, quit your job, end up bankrupt, and keep on gambling in Web3, or it can do the exact opposite. So you can find freedom, you can quit your job, and you can find everything that you need to do that will make you enough money to sustain yourself in Web3. These are the two ways. Now, all that I will be doing with Papa Bear is just show you what kind of opportunities are out there. So this is definitely a disclaimer. We're not encouraging you to quit your job to start degening fully in Web3, but it should start as a hobby and then level up as you go. And once you do have a sustainable income from Web3, then you can think about quitting your job. So now that the disclaimer is out of the way, I will be sharing a document from my side. Let me see if I can do that.
Someone's getting loud messages somewhere there.
Yeah, that's
Discord is getting low these days.
Is that Discord?
Yeah, that's how the new notifications sound like.
For Discord? What?
No, that's
Yeah.
my regular notifications.
Oh wow, they sound the same from my Discord. Yep.
So because it's
It's Joey's Solana wallet. Because he's so yes.
Can I send you the document and you share it instead? Because it's an HTML and they want to still see Arena.
Okay, sure.
All right, I'm sending it to you on WhatsApp.
No choice but choice. Your choice. Your choicey, choicey, choice of choice.
You brought me again. It's like 3 therapies already.
Last night I hit everybody with a solid therapy. Last night was a class rug. Everybody last night was excited about this new song. And then we just left. And then I played the new song, but only to Twisted and Rob. All right. Web3 career roles, bread rolls. Share screen.
All right, you'll have to zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I just need it for general guidance there, but most of the content I'll be saying it. Awesome. So during my Web3 journey, just before we start, for those who don't know us, so I'll introduce myself, then I'll let Papa Bear introduce himself. I'm the Web3 manager of Operation Safe Place, Citadel, anything that's funk related. I have a flu, so my voice will probably crank up in the middle of this presentation. I will mainly walk you through what was my experience with seeing, with integrating the Web3 ecosystem as someone who's doing it full time, and what are the challenges that you may face, what used to work before that doesn't work anymore, and what are some potential job positions that aren't viral yet that you still have time to work your way around them. Jose, do you want to introduce yourself briefly?
Sure thing. Hey everyone, I'm Papa Bear. Real name is Jose. I am currently with OSP doing the leading in all Web3 technologies for the development of the NFTs and the platforms that we're using. All the little cards that you guys are going to see in the Discord if you guys pop in, the Lucille's, the packs, the keys. Me and my team are taking care of all of that. So if you have any complaints or any feedback, feel free. My DMs are always open for you guys. Other than that, all the platforms that you also will be seeing at the Citadel in the future are also going to be stuff that me and my team are going to be doing to make sure we're giving you guys the best user experience with OSP. As for history in Web3, I started with actually Joey a couple of years back, and we went through quite a lot together. We went through being moderators, community managers, project managers, all of that. So we know quite a bit when it comes to careers in Web3. We've been around the block.
100%. Yeah, I was able to pay my full tuition, 4 years of education in a private institute just from Web3 alone. And that's not mentioning any projects or NFT collections that I made. This is just by doing Web3 jobs. All right, so when I started anything related to Web3, the first thing I started doing was I became a Discord mod. So Discord mod is the easiest job that you can get, but you can, you may end up not getting paid, So it's like one of those things that you have to, you have to find a good deal with someone, and then you kind of have to degen and assume that this person will actually pay you if the project does well. So if that project doesn't do well, you may end up not getting paid. So many times I've done jobs in Web3 that I haven't gotten paid for. And this is why you see there's a big culture in Web3 where people tend to pay in advance and not after the task is done. So this is culture inside Web3, which is great. Some of you will be like, hey, that's amazing. Like, we don't have this in Web2. But the negative part is that if you get paid early on, you may feel demotivated to work after. And if you are on the other end of this deal, if you are the business developer, if you are the person hiring the people, then you will have a very hard time motivating these people. And you will also be subjected to many rugs, as we all have witnessed in the past. Right, Uncle? So I'll go through the list one by one, and anytime that there is something that I've personally taken part of, I'll talk about it. So first, you have the blockchain developer. This is something that Papa Bear will be talking about in a bit. So I will not touch it. I will leave it to the expert. We have tokenomics designer and crypto economist. Basically, there are people that will go on LinkedIn and they will search for someone that understands tokenomics. They will search for people that have participated in TGEs before. They will search for people who understand how tokenomics work, who have connection, who can list them on centralized exchanges. So all you have to do is you can try and get a deal with one centralized exchange, at least, to be the ambassador. and then they will give you like leads that you can reach out to, or they will give you deals. They will tell you if you are able to secure this community or any community to launch their TGE on our platform or to list on our platform, you do get like a 10% or 20% commission. So if you are able to list at least one project per month, then this is like $1,000 or $2,000 worth of commissions. So I didn't do this, but I've had many people that messaged me, and I was on the other end, so I saw the business model at place. So the second one is project manager, and I'll go into the collab manager after that. So project manager is a bit like what I'm doing. So you are the head of a Web3 project. You oversee all Web3 activities, which means that you practically do nothing and everything. So you do have the responsibility that everything is working well. You do have the responsibility to follow up with the people that are doing specific tasks, but this is your main task. And if you fail, if you fail to follow up with these people and they're doing their own thing, then the entire responsibility falls on your head. Basically, a project manager is someone that is treating the project like its baby. You will see them doing many things, and a classic example of a well-rounded project manager, I think, is Jason, our glitched Viking Jason. It's very tough to be doing everything in the same time and making sure that even when it comes to development, you sometimes have to figure out what's happening. Even when it comes to things that you don't understand, you have to figure out what's happening. And this is really the job of a project manager. The first project I managed, I was spending 17 hours per day on it. And Papa Bear knows exactly which project I'm talking about. So if you want to go into project management, you really need to go all in on something. And you have to spend your entire time trying to always answer the question, how do I make this project succeed? What more can I do? And what's the useful thing no one else is doing that I can be doing? So again, I'll say this is very important. What's the useful thing no one else is doing that I can be doing? So this is basically what a project manager is. The collab manager, by the way, so for every section I go through, I will estimate how much money you can make if you are a full-time employee. So in the tokenomics one, I told you it's commission-based. The project manager can make, I think the highest paid position I was able to get as a project manager was $500 a week. I know that there are bigger paying opportunities in project management, depends on your experience, but I had like only 1 year of experience back then. So a successful project manager can make around $2,000 per month. A collab manager is someone that is well connected within multiple projects in a specific space in crypto. And what he does is they go out and they find people who are who have projects, who have built projects before, who have a community, and they try to introduce this community to the project they have. So one funny thing that we used to do, Papa Bear and I, back in the days, is when we used to manage like 4 or 5 different projects, to make sure that the community is growing, what we would do is we would make collabs in between the projects we were managing. So all of their community were growing, and we were using this hack because we just had all of these connections inside the space. And I was able also alongside Papa Bear to sell out a collection on ordinals like 2 years ago, just because we were able to find pretty good connections in the Web3 space. So collab managers are still a thing. They're very popular still, and a good collab manager can cost anywhere between $250 to $350 per week. And these are the rates that I have seen personally. So we're talking around $1,400 per project. Hey, Andrew, you're cheating. You're cheating, Andrew. So
I'm trying to find collab managers. That's still under
project manager. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So these are the rates for one single project. Usually collab managers are, they take multiple projects. So they have like 3 projects, they're making 4K a month. You know, it's a thing. Like I've seen people do that, and I've worked with people who do that. Fourth, we have community management. So community management and project management are very interrelated, but they're not the same thing. Community manager is someone whose sole focus is to engage, build, and observe. So they are engaging in Discord, uh, they are engaging in whatever spaces are happening, they're engaging in many things. And basically, their duty is to make sure that they are promoting the presence of the community. Uh, if Senior Choice is still with us, I would like him to actually talk about his experience for 2 minutes.
Yes,
Uh,
for sure,
and-
Habibi. Can you hear
yes,
me?
yes,
All
and
right.
explain what community management is.
As for the community management role, it includes just making sure that the community is alive, thrive, vibing, engaging, and growing. Uh, a little bit about my story. I did start as a play to earn coach. Second position was community moderator, like you, and then eventually touch into business development. And therefore, I kind of, no matter what role I'm taking on, I run them all at the same time a little bit. But yeah, the community manager needs to make sure that the community is thriving, that the messages of the community are getting to the core team, and that the messages of the core team are getting to the community. One of the things that I like doing the most, it's kind of what the collab managers is doing, but it's like connecting with different projects, creating the groups, speeding the conversations for cross pollination, for more eyes to come and see what we're building. So I'm kind of a hybrid in there. But yeah, community managers, they must make sure that the community is safe. So I think Papa Bear is also an amazing community manager. He's like, everybody is bringing the skills, like you said earlier, from where they're strong at. So he's keeping us safe in terms of what can be posted, what can be shared, how is the experience on our Discord server. From my end, is more about jumping into access spaces, preaching, spreading the word. So I'm kind of that like hybrid presence, but definitely is always doing your very best to expand your community, not just to nurture it, but to make sure that it grows and thrives while staying safe. It's a magical role, especially because this community, for example, our community, it's a community that leads you to lead. Like it's so easy because they always show up, they're always around, and you need to identify that value and you need to give that value back. Angst is also a master community leader. He's not just our vision lead, but he's also leading our community and setting up the standards, the values, right? So yeah, we're doing things different in here, and I'm proud of being part of this team. But for sure, it's all about loving your community back, identifying who the most valuable players are, the most active members are, and just embracing them. It's building home. It's
Yeah,
leverage everything that you have in common and just push it hard and make sure that people comes with the right reasons, with the right goals, with the right mindset. And if they don't, try to educate them. But yeah, a lot of my job too is vetting people that I talk to, is jumping into one-on-one conversations. Maybe in the song, that's what Unks puts like on Google Meets from dawn to dusk, is often just meeting with amazing people that no matter where they're coming from, what's their status, I'm pretty much open. So I jump into calls with this so-called KOLs or content creators or projects, and I just see, okay, these people shares the vision. There's people that wants to drive the space forward. There's people that comes with good intentions. We can leverage this and do something. Let's think of collaborations. So we connect them, bring them into conversations with the rest of the core team, and then the magic starts happening. I think that we're gonna be seeing some partnerships announced from those interactions. But yeah, like half of my job is from the shadows, half of my job is on spaces and stages. But yeah, you guys are making it easy because here teamwork makes the dream work, and it wouldn't be the same without having everybody pushing forward on their own way, on their own direction. And one thing that I have to highlight is how over here, everybody, it's always pushing even if we don't see it. Like I know that Jason is probably on a call right now or pushing something at the moment. I don't even need to ask him, but then he's gonna tell me, "Hey, we got this group. I need you to help me with this." And FQ would probably be doing the same, and Saba would be doing the same. Like we're all pushing forward. So yeah, community management and host is engage, interact, grow. But yeah, crucial mission for me at the moment is bring more projects that are gonna bring more eyeballs, and not just any community member or new community member, but valuable people that can really bring positive things towards our ecosystem. I think that's as much as I can say about the community manager.
Joey like jumped off the
Uh,
stage.
I think Joey's internet might have died
Yeah.
right now. Sure.
Joey started the boring company.
Oh yes, that was awesome, senior choice, and 100%, just like you were saying, you have to love the community for it to be able to do that. And you also, I think you failed to mention like how much responsibility there is over the community manager with things like monitoring the mods, training the mods, making sure that everyone in the Discord knows where to go and to find whatever they need. So there's a lot of things that the community manager does, and usually a good community manager is also the host of the spaces of the project. So for example, you always see senior choice on spaces, X spaces, he is hosting things, and this is how people get to know him, and through senior choice they know about OSP. So his presence is also marketing the project itself, and this is why this role is extremely important. I've also seen rates all over the place, but the rate that I have seen mostly between hosting and community management is around $450 a week, and that's the most I've seen, which is around $1,800 per month. Awesome. So can you scroll a little bit, Uncle, for us to be able to read about the DeFi analyst? Basically, DeFi analyst is the first job that Kermit actually got in Web3. I like to tell his story because he would randomly just be posting on X. He would analyze things and he would just find like patterns. He would just screenshot it, create a chart, and put it on X. And then one day, a founder of a very important NFT collection reaches out to him and he's like, "Would you like to be hired? And we'll pay you that much." Back then, it was I'm not sure what was the amount. So, and he was like, "Is that even a thing?" He thought that the guy was scamming him. He's like, "Okay, sure." Then the guy is like, "Sure, we pay every 2 weeks and send me your wallet." And then Kermit sends him his wallet, and then he gets paid. And he got paid like a big number, which was more than his salary's worth of his previous job. So DeFi analysts can definitely make big bucks. The problem with DeFi analysts is that you have to beat the market. You have to have something that other people do not have. And the professionals have also built websites when it comes to analytics that were able to monetize it through that skill. So as an analyst, you have to either really know your things, or you would have to build something that people would need. So assuming that you are getting hired to do something, we're also talking about around $400 to $700 per week, depends on the project. And if we're talking about building platforms, you can go anywhere from -$1 million to +$10 million. It really depends on what kind of platform you build, the backing you have, the funding you have, the demand for this platform. So it's not really about being a DeFi analyst in itself. Then we have Web3 legal counsel. So I once went I was working for a client like a year ago, and we had a meeting with a Web3 legal lawyer. And I didn't even know that they existed, but apparently they are very, very well common. And this lawyer was based in Dubai. So we went on a call, and this lawyer seemed to know everything she was talking about. And nice, Rafiki. And eventually, when we had the call, I asked the client, I was like, why weren't we able to talk more with her? And then he told me her rates, and her rates were insane. So for the entire project that she was working with, she had charged a flat fee of $35,000 for one consultation per week, or something like that, like 1 hour per week, and she had charged this crazy amount. So if you are a lawyer and you are able to specialize in everything Web3, this is definitely a gold mine, because people aren't ready for the overall growth of Web3. So yes, Rafik, early movers gain the most. We don't have much insight into that yet. And if I would assume that the first project that integrates actual lawyers inside Web3 inside the community, like inside crypto Twitter, inside this community is going to make a lot of money. Alpha callers. So the alpha callers are people that have experience, they have insight, they have friends, and basically what they do is they go out and they find opportunities for the project. So a standard way that alpha calling used to look like before is you would get an alpha caller, you would put him in your Discord, you would give him one channel, and you're like, here, spread alpha. So some days you would open your Discord, you would find a notification. The alpha caller would be like, buy this NFT collection, this project. The floor price is currently 2 Solana, and the reason being is the following. And then he would detail why you should buy into this collection. And then some people would vote yes, some people would vote no. So you can see people's reactions, but then after like a few hours, you would see the floor pumping. It doubles, it triples. So then he reminds you that if you'd taken this call, you would have made 300% profits. And this is the case for trading tokens, trading NFTs, trading forex, even going out and finding potential projects that you can collab with. All right, so it's crazy how much alpha there is out there, but you may just not know about them. All right, so I will not read the comments, senior choice, but if you want, you can, after I finish, read all of the interesting comments, and we can discuss them and see how they fit in with what we're saying. So alpha callers can get paid anywhere from $300 per week if they are good alpha callers to 1,000, 2,000, even. I think Papa Bear once saw someone that was getting paid like a crazy number. I don't want to butcher the number, but like 4 figures easily per week. So also alpha callers benefit from something. So we're not talking about this. I'll mention it towards the end, which is affiliates, basically. So when you have a big community, let's say, for example, Andrew wants to drop a new merch. Okay, let's say he wants to drop I don't know, Andrew finds that he doesn't have enough money to get through the month for the development of Citadel. And then he's like, I'll sell tank tops and then I'll just have my logo, the Funk tank tops. And whoever uses my link I will win royalties from it, and then he would just use it on a random website. So affiliates are very strong when you have a community. So it is actually cool to have Funk merch, Uncle. We have to talk about it. This is actually a good idea. So I think we can do a mint that is traditional merch mint. I'll be down. So affiliates, you basically have a lot of power when there is a big community, because if they just share one QR code, if they just share one link, they have hundreds of clicks. So this is also something that you can benefit from financially whenever you have a Web3 job and you're integrated inside the community. A Discord moderator, senior choice or Papa Bear? Does anyone want to talk about this? Because it's a very interesting role.
I can jump in while Papa Bear is coming back, but yes, since it was the second role that I took on, it's a lot about making sure that you keep your community safe and informed. It's like how you cascade the information down from the top to the bottom. For me, they are the front line, you know. The moderators are those who welcome new members, who answer the questions, who send them to the right places with the right links, and it's people that the community members will trust. So it's a crucial role. It's important to have the community manager organizing them properly. One of the things that allow me to secure a position as a head of community mods after I was a moderator was the fact that I could tell them, like, you know, guys, we had like 5 moderators, all from the Philippines and like one from this side of the world, and they were all trying to answer the questions at the same time. I'm like, guys, we need to optimize the way that we work. I love that you're all online and keeping an eye, but it's not about who answers the question first. It's about how we can make sure that we keep the chat under our watch as for as long as possible, because Web3 doesn't sleep, and you gotta think on 24/7 working hours. Like when this side of the world is sleeping, the other side is awake, and so far so on. So instead of having everybody just like being full time on the chats and Discord. What I did is like, let's distribute this through times so we can work smarter and we can all shine upon the times that we are allocated. So there will be no dark times at certain hours where maybe someone is gonna come spam scammy links and harm our community. So it's always making sure that there's someone who can keep an eye on the community, hopefully distribute them through different time zones so that this protection can happen. And yes, it's just people that is there to make sure that the community is safe, active, thriving. They usually also right hands in terms of events. When you're running something on Discord, they will be the ones to gather the information for the community manager, for any core team member. But yeah, they are
Yeah.
the front line. They need to rock. Not always do they get paid. Sometimes these positions start as just, you have to show up daily, you have to be the bee, and then you get this thing, you get the bang hammer, because the court members are gonna see all of your contributions and all of your presence, and they're gonna notice, okay, this person really wants to be a part of our community, and he's like the most active participant of our community. Let's try to talk with this person and see how we can do something more. And that's a door opener. So a lot of Web3 legends that I hang out with started as community moderators, and it didn't start by being paid up front. Like first, you really had to show up, that you would bring skills and that you would bring experience and knowledge and time, which in the end is the most valuable resource. And then when you're putting in that time, believe me, it's going to unlock the rest of the opportunities, because it's just by showing up and bringing that sweat equity that you can unlock new opportunities. But yeah,
Yeah.
the path is going to open after that.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't have said it better. And what's nice about being a mod is that you get exposed to everything I just talked about. So by being inside the project, you get to see how all of the other positions work. You have also like you have responsibilities to keep the Discord secured. You're looking at the tickets. You are helping out people with whitelisting, etc. Like at some point, I remember we had a project where there was like 6 months helping me out on it, and it was an absolute warfare. Like all we were doing is just checking the ticket section and then seeing 5 new tickets every minute, and then we had to get through all of the tickets because it was a hype project. So definitely a very interesting role. The cheapest I've seen someone pay a collab manager is nothing. I mean, a moderator is nothing. Uh, but so the first position I got as a moderator, I got paid 2 NFTs for 1 month's worth of work, and the NFTs costed $70 back then. So some mods will take it and they'll be like, I traded for the experience. You'll find a lot of people who will become mods for free just because they want the exposure, they want the experience, etc. And some other people be like, no, you have to pay me my part. So I think a standard pay for a mod is between $50 to $100 per week. And then you either become a head mod or a community manager, or you just take multiple mod positions to make more money. Awesome. So, reply guy. This is one of my favorite, most underrated Web3 jobs. So, reply guy is someone who logs into your personal account. So, let's say, for example, I am too busy and I don't have time to be on X and to interact with people and make connections, reply to my posts. I will hire someone that I trust. And this is a very key very important element. So you have to find someone that you can trust. How? You either have to know the person and they have to be a reply guy, or you will have to know someone who knows a person that is a reply guy. So the trust factor is super important within this position. And this is primarily why it starts at a very high rate, because you cannot just simply find someone on Fiverr that you will trust with your entire account. So I wouldn't suppose it would go well. I haven't tried it. I don't suppose it's going to go well. So what happens basically is this person logs into your account and they are focused on doing replies on your behalf. So they have to also understand your personality, because by replying to other accounts, one, you are boosting the algorithm. So the algorithm now thinks that you have a lot of friends, people interact with you, they will show you to more people. you also are commenting and replying to people under your post one by one. So the algorithm will also be favoring you, and you will favor this connection between you and them. And funny enough, like sometimes that can literally have a direct impact on selling out a collection. I remember we were working on a project on ordinals, and my reply guy back then was just doing basic reply stuff in ordinals, and then he had picked the best, the top dogs in the space back then. And I remember he replied to Frank Digod's post, and then Frank followed the account from the reply. So whenever the mint was happening, people saw that Frank followed this account. Instantly, the trust went up. I even have John Cena following me because of because of doing reply guy stuff. So yeah, and sometimes you will find like even big accounts like Elon Musk would follow reply guys just because they were able to find something that's super niche. So one key follow can sell out your entire project. Reply guys start anywhere between $75 to $100 a week, all the way up to $400, $500, even $600 a week. Depends who the reply guy is. And the beautiful thing about reply guys is that you have a milestone, like 100 replies per day, for example, and then you can just have 4 accounts on your phone. So you wake up in the morning, you do the 4 accounts, afternoon 4 accounts, and then you just end up making like crazy amount of dollars per month. This is the reply guy. The graphic designer, a typical graphic designer is someone that will help you with visuals. He will create posts for you. He will make sure that you have consistency in the artwork that you're putting out. And it's a complex position, but it's not really just specific to Web3. It's more of a technical thing that all projects have across all industries. All right, so graphic designers can be paid anywhere from tasks to full-time positions. So there isn't really a specific price that I would put onto this, but it ranges anywhere from like $20 an hour or $10 an hour all the way to $100, $200, $300 an hour. It depends what the task is. AI designers. This is an upcoming position that will be booming very soon. But to make things more interesting, I will let Papa Bear talk about 2 positions before I address AI designers. Papa Bear will talk about whitelist hunters, and he will talk about basically. So if you have to go up to the first slide, Andrew, and he will talk about deving and everything that is developer related. Papa Bear, are you here?
Yeah.
I also forgot one thing. He will also talk about airdrop hunting. So these are 3 points that he will be talking about, and he may also want to share his own screen.
Yeah, first I'll talk a bit about development, and then I'll share my screen to talk about airdrop hunting and whitelisting. So developers in the space are kind of scarce, if you want. So if you have the mindset and have the patience to learn basically Solidity, Rust, being able to excel at UI and backend, this process takes time, but because of the scarcity of the developers, you will be able to find positions within projects coming up that need, let's say, a website to mint whatever they're gonna deploy on the chain, a homepage, all of the stuff, their entire products, their entire NFT collections. And you can steadily, if working full-time with your agenda fully filled, I think devs can make around maybe 3 to 4K consistently monthly if they are full on, how do you say it? Full hands on deck into development for Web3. That's just a small recap for what you can do for development. If you want to get started anywhere, I would suggest you just start getting accustomed to Solidity, how smart contracts work, trying to create your own small collection, 10 pieces, seeing what customizations you can add, you can remove, up until you go on to like bigger things, making bigger platforms, UI swaps, swapping platforms, all that stuff. So it literally is a snowball effect. You start by making a small contract, which might be like 10 to 20 lines of code, and then you end up making an entire ecosystem at one point. Now, Andrew, I would like to talk about airdrop hunting next, which is a position for the people which are kind of going through Web3 solo, not looking to build a community, but to be part of communities if you want. I would like to show my screen. Will be able to do that? Let me see.
Yeah. No choice but choice if you want your community to have a voice.
Have a voice.
I see. Can people look at my screen? Can you guys see it?
Yes.
We do now, yeah.
All right. So when I was asked to be presenting here, Joey told me that if I could prepare like a PowerPoint or a big presentation, but to be honest, I'm just like not really good at those. So I thought it would be better if we had like a interactive session with examples of and live preview of stuff that might happen in Web3s. So I'm gonna go through examples and explain different types of airdrops and how they kind of work. So this is a small just PDF that I put together with a couple of links, and I'll share more resources at the end. So airdrop farming resources. The first thing you want to know when you go into airdrop farming is what's airdrop farming. As simple as that. Airdrop farming is kind of like looking for a reward for being an early user in a platform. It's imagine playing a game in the beta phase or the alpha phase, but at the end, you will be rewarded because you play tested, you tried to break their game, you reported bugs, you used their systems. That's basically it, but it comes on Web3 platforms. So there's 3 types of airdrops that I classify them as. We have active airdrops, we have passive airdrops, and we have staking and holder airdrops. We're going to go through them one by one while I explain. So what are active airdrops? Active airdrops are a type of airdrop where you have to be actively showing up, actively engaging with whatever protocol application community you're trying to get a reward from at the end. So let's take an example for Layer 0, which is an airdrop which happened around, I believe, a year, 2 years ago. You have to know what you're targeting to know how you're going to go into it. So Layer 0 is a protocol which its main use is bridging funds from a blockchain to another. So if you had the Ethereum on Arbitrum and you wanted some say on the say blockchain, you would find a application which is using the Layer 0 protocol and do the swap there. You'd pay, let's say, $1,000 in Ethereum, you'd get $1,000 in say on that blockchain. So one of the examples of how we used to farm a Layer 0, the main thing was transactions and volume on that protocol, basically using it and kind of paying as much as you could, but not losing the funds because you're just bridging them to another blockchain. So for example, let's start with Stargate. Stargate is their main the main platform which was used to do the swapping for Layer 0. So you'd come to Stargate, connect your wallet, and let's say I'm on Arbitrum, I got Ethereum, and I want to go on Optimism, and I need USDC. You'd put in the amount, how much you want to get, and that would perform a transaction. That would basically interact with the Layer 0 protocol. Same thing for CoreDAO. It's also a different type of bridge. You would come here, you would come and let's say I want to have the BNB chain and I want to bridge to the blockchain that the CoreDAO platform created. They support, like, let's say, only USDC. Specific platforms have specific things they support. I would say I want to send 1,000, and it would go to that, leave my BNB blockchain from my wallet and go to the core blockchain, which is still in my wallet. I would still have access to the funds. Additionally, they also were supporting something like bridging NFTs between blockchain, not just tokens and not just tokens in general. So this is a platform called Holograph, which was also using the Layer 0 protocol. But what's nice about it, while back then we were creating and using NFTs and bridging them, we were also gaining points on this platform itself, and it ended up even doing its airdrop before Layer 0. So one thing which is kind of nice when you're actively farming protocols and platforms, is you're also farming kind of sub platforms which are in an indirect way. So this was like 2 airdrops in one. We got this one and then Layer 0 airdrop later on. A different example would be Linea, which I believe airdropped like 3 to 4 months ago after maybe 2 years of people farming it. Linea had a different approach because it was a different protocol. And Linea was actually a blockchain, not a protocol. Layer 0 was a protocol. So what happened on Linea is they launched their blockchain. It's like Ethereum, it's like it's like Optimism, just another blockchain. And they had on Interact, they had quests which gave you LXP. LXP were points which you got for basically doing all of these quests, and they were distributed, I believe, once a month at the end of the month. So this is an example of one of the quests. You came here and you finished first task, second task, third task, fourth task. And right now I can't access them because this was done like a year ago. And at the end, you would gain 100 LXP. You would just gather all of it, and there would be kind of a leaderboard, and the airdrop would be given to the users respectively to how many points they have. These are also other examples. They also used Layer 3, which is a very common platform that people use to launch awareness about whatever they're building, whether it's a new blockchain, it's a new platform. You guys, if you want to check it out later on, you can see all available quests for all available blockchains, stuff that interacts and builds volume on those chains. So you would basically establish your footprint on those platforms. Now, these two are airdrops of the past. So I want to talk a bit about an active airdrop which is happening right now for anyone who wants to partake. It would be OpenSea. So right now, OpenSea have a rewards program. They started it, I believe, around 2 to 3 months ago, but it's still available for the people who want. It's basically task-based and XP-based. So as you see, you got multiple levels of chests which level up, and the higher you go, the higher the reward whenever OpenSea decide to do their token generation event and give their token to everyone. So right now, there's only one quest available, which ends in 3 days. You have to buy an NFT from a verified collection on any blockchain, and it has to be $50 minimum. So as an example, let's say we go to view collections, and all these with the blue tick would be verified collections. You just have to pick one that would be in your price range, but above $50. Let's say we're going to go on Arbitrum to narrow it down, and Rexy. You can just buy a Rexy NFT for $120. You go to the rewards page, you claim your reward, and after that, if you want, you can resell it. You can keep the NFT. It doesn't matter. You claimed your reward. You're good on that part. Now, second part is passive airdrops that I want to cover. Passive airdrops are, how do I put this? Things that you don't actually try and farm for the most part. As the first example, it would be Magic Eden. So what do I mean by passive? Everybody uses Magic Eden about a year to a year ago before they did their big airdrop. So everybody was buying NFTs, selling NFTs. It was part of the Web3 ecosystem. So what they had back then was a diamond point system. So whenever you did a transaction on Magic Eden, you would gain points. So this way that you were trading just naturally and normally, like you would, like anybody would have been doing back in the day, they would just get those diamonds, and eventually, when the airdrop happened, they would get the Magic Eden token respective to how many diamonds they had. They did their math. They had a correlation. Right now, there is more ways to get the Magic Eden token, but the big airdrop is done, and you would be fighting with whales. So it's not really recommended, but you could always end up getting more rewards from just trading naturally, which is the passive way. Walrus is another example of a passive airdrop because it was on the Sui blockchain, actually. And what's nice about it is they just airdrop to people who are using the chain regularly. And the airdrop was actually quite the big amount. So as Joey was putting numbers before on the jobs, just to give you a small idea of how things played out. Layer 0, on every transaction, everybody knows when you're swapping or anything of the such, there's small fees that happen. So on layer 0, whatever amount of fees you ended up paying, they gave it to the users back 4 times if you sold when the token dropped. So let's say you invested $500 worth of fees, you got around $2,000 back. Linea was a 1.5 multiplier. If you invested $200, you got $300. And Magic Eden they were very generous, and the whales did get a big amount. So there wasn't an actual way to calculate how much you paid and how much you got back. But most of the people were quite happy with that airdrop. I don't personally know anyone who netted below 4 figures on Magic Eden. Everybody was above $1,000 after the farming. Same thing for Walrus. After all the natural engagement that was happening on chain, people staking, using their Sui, buying on the chain, selling on the chain, it also was, for the most people, around the 4 digits of an airdrop. So it was a very good one, which happened passively for people who didn't actually try and get it. Now, also, these 2 were in the past. Currently active, we have the Backpack one. On Backpack, it's kind of like Binance, Bybit, all those exchange places. It's the main way you would farm it is you would simply buy and sell tokens. You just want to build up as much volume, and at the end of the month or whatever season they're in, you would get points. And when they want to do their airdrop, they'll give you you'll get your share out of it. So you basically just buy and sell, treat it as a regular exchange instead of using Binance or using Bybit. Now let's move on to staking and holder airdrops. This type of airdrops would be just buying a token and staking it on a platform, or buying an NFT and holding it. For example, right now on Sui, the Claynosaurs moved, and they have a staking platform for their tokens. If you buy a certain amount, stake them in a certain way, it's a whole thing. You will be part of the airdrop they're doing, that which is confirmed their Clay token. Same thing for Carrier One. Same thing for the Squid Market. Same thing for the Egg project. These are just, you buy them, you stake them, and eventually you get a reward. Token staking is for Hydel Protocol. An example of it is Hydel Protocol. You just buy their token and you stake it on their platform. And eventually, when the protocol does an airdrop, you would get your reward. These were the stake and holding type airdrops. Now, how to check your performance on everything that you're doing. An example would be the platform Wenser. Wenser is a platform where it has a checker for all the activity that's happening on the blockchain. Let's say for Monad, you just pick it, you get a wallet, and you check it, and it gives you all the metrics about everything that you're doing. Now, this is a new wallet, so it won't have everything, but it'll tell you how much you have, how much how much volume you did, how many contracts you interacted with, all the information you can be found for every single page. Additionally, you got the NFT Copilot, which is the same thing. You got eligibility checkers for airdrop that already happened, and rank checkers for airdrop that will happen. You can see how your wallet is faring against other wallets. Now, additionally, you will be able to sell your tokens if you know your allocations before you actually get your tokens on pre-markets by putting up collateral. For example, Monad still hasn't launched, but people know their allocation, so they can just come here and list how much they're willing to sell, and they put up collateral the same amount, and somebody would come and buy it at whatever price they're putting if the price meets their need. Exaverse is a Discord platform where people can also buy and sell their stuff. As you can see, you got buying offers, selling offers. There's 3 Exaverses. You can go through them, check them out. If you guys, I can give you the link for all of them. You can find them also on Twitter. And one note everybody should keep: never do trading of anything that you guys find in these in DMs. Always keep everything inside the Discord, moderated by their mods. Finally, you might be wondering where I knew how to go for all these steps. There's usually platforms, Discords, communities which have guides for all this stuff. So one of them would be Lurkers DAO or Trend DAO or EarnDrop. I'm just gonna go for a quick look. As you can see in Lurkers, we have basically they have a airdrop forward, a guide for what's gonna happen, how to get the base airdrop, how to possibly qualify for the second Aptos airdrop, for the bridge airdrop when it was happening, Bungie, possible Bitcoin airdrop, Monad airdrop guides. Everything is available here. Same thing for TrendDAO. They got an airdrop calls, and this guy posts basically 3 to 4 times a day. It's full of information. You should definitely check it out. And the EarnDrop Alpha, which is made by Olympio, also a lot of updates, a lot of information about all airdrop things. Now, the second part which you guys wanted to talk about was whitelists. So whitelists, you guys would basically find them kind of in the same Discord, same places. So when you're part of a community, there's usually a giveaway sections. So what you want to do is set up an account on Atlas or Sabr. Just a quick look for these. You set up your accounts here, you connect them to Discord, and when you're in Discord, you can check out the giveaways that we'll be doing. You can enter. This is a Sabr giveaway, enter it. Another Atlas Mercury, which is Atlas giveaway, you can enter it, you can join them. Yeah, so you would be basically eligible for winning whitelist and joining other projects. And this is basically the main way. If you wanna farm whitelists, you just have to go through Discords that are willing to do giveaways, willing to do partnerships. And to explain it a bit more, the higher end Discords, stuff like the expensive collections, Pudgy Penguins, Board Aviar Club, get the higher exclusive whitelists. So if you ever want like the high end, you would have to join those. But if you're just getting started, things like these 3, because they're free to join. Thomas DAO is also one where they do a lot of whitelist giveaways. Flash Hype, same thing, a lot of whitelist giveaways. You would join them, and eventually you would either win the whitelist spot or not. You just got to keep going through Discords, through communities, buying NFTs of gated communities to eventually possibly get the whitelist that you're looking for whatever project you're looking to mint later on. Well, this has been basically my 2 cents on these 3 jobs. Joey, if you want to continue from here.
Yes. There is a very, very, very important airdrop that you did not mention, Jose, and I couldn't be more disappointed. Can you guess which one it is? People on the arena are already guessing. It's the Citadel airdrop, bro.
Brother, you got me off guard on that one. You got me
You're
off
not
guard.
farming Citadel. What are you doing?
That is true. That is true.
So basically, if you want to use what Papa Bear was saying, active airdrop is when you do something and then you expect a reward. And passive airdrop is when you're just casually doing your thing and then suddenly people are like, here's free money. With Citadel, it's also both, because if you've been holding our assets, we've been taking screenshots, we'll send you free Citadel tokens when the TGE happens. And if you don't hold assets and you go on and you buy some assets, you will receive CTL tokens eventually. So if you want to learn about the Citadel airdrop, go onto the Citadel Discord and just go through the announcements. You'll find everything that you need. Awesome. So airdrop hunters, can earn anywhere from negative dollars, where they would invest money into something that never pays off, just like Senior Choice was saying in the chat. Papa Bear, he said, I'll try to quote him. When he tried an airdrop, it was for IQ protocol. He paid $45 and he only got $1 out of it, which is
That was
something
painful, man. Painful for real.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not so good.
Yes,
It is a gamble, but yeah.
Yeah, but other times you can make crazy amounts of money. I'm talking 5 to 6 figures by just participating in airdrops. So it's interesting. I would suggest that you expose yourself to passive airdrops as much as you can. And that would be the safest way to go about it. So most of my biggest wins in the airdrop space were passive airdrops. All right, so Funk, can you get my PDF thingy up on stage again?
Am I allowed to ask a question, or must I wait till afterwards?
Go ahead.
Explain the Citadel airdrop. Do we have a Citadel airdrop? That's
What's
cool.
the Citadel airdrop? Can
I
somebody
would
explain?
Yeah, I'd like some Citadel.
So the mighty Rob, the mighty Le Rob and Le Jason have both agreed to give 2% of the total supply to airdrop. And basically what that means is that there are a few assets that if you hold them, you will receive Citadel tokens, which are
2%.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
why wasn't I part of that discussion? No, we're not giving anybody Citadel. No free Citadel, because you people just dump anything we give you. No free.
Well, they are paying in other ways.
No, I'm kidding.
If you have,
I'll probably give away 200% of our supply if you guys let me loose. Hey, that's why we leave these decisions to the clever people. But okay, sorry for interrupting. Okay, so it's 2%. Go for it.
yes, so it's 2% of the total supply dedicated to the airdrop. And basically, if you hold Funk tokens, Funkies, Funket, Lucille packs, Lucille NFTs, Doxukis, you are going to receive Citadel tokens. And right now, every week, we're taking one snapshot. So far, we've taken the Funk and the Funket snapshot. Sorry, the Funkies and the Funket snapshot. So if you want to qualify, you have to hold these assets at the time of the snapshot. Anyway, can you scroll to the number 11, Funk, please? Okay. So AI designer. This is something that is going to overtake Web3, the Web3 market very fast when people start understanding it. So if you know how to use multiple AI softwares, and I'm not really talking about ChatGPT, like I'm talking about being able to use multiple softwares that do specific things for specific reasons, and you are able to monetize this, you will be unstoppable. So, for example, I have zero background in video editing. I have zero background in graphic design. I have zero background in Photoshop. Yet, if you remember the Doxuki trailer, I made all of it. And it was just because I was banging my head against AI softwares for 3 days. So basically, I used 7 AI softwares to do this video. And the market is in desperate need for fast content. So the faster content you can put out there and the more professional it looks, the more mind share you will have. So whoever is the one that is able to master multiple AI softwares is able to subscribe to the pro features of all of these softwares and be able to monetize it will be unstoppable. And I'm sure they'll be paid like 10 times more than regular designers just because they work 10 times faster. So if you are into AI and you know how to use AI, this is definitely a skill you should be looking to monetize. Awesome. So NFT artist, basically, anytime that you want to launch a collection, a typical NFT collection, you need art. And in a world where AI doesn't exist or doesn't know how to do it perfectly, you have to buy it from an artist. Sometimes you want a hand-drawn art, and usually artists will charge you anywhere from $600 to $2,000, $3,000 for the entire collection. So if you're an artist, definitely explore doing NFTs as a side hustle. White paper drafter, that's one of my favorite Web3 jobs. Basically, when you understand Web3, you start having a way to look at things that is a bit different from outsiders. So the more you fall deep into the Web3 pit, the more you climb in deeper into the Web3 dungeon, the more information you start getting and the more vision you start having. And then once you have all of this package in your head and someone gives you a chance to monetize it, this is where you will boom. So for example, I remember once a friend of mine told me that they wanted to build a project and they didn't really know what to sell. And they were doing something related to real estate and crypto. And they didn't really know how to put things together. So I just did some research and wrote down a white paper for how a crypto and real estate can meet and all of the different possibilities out there. And I sold him this document for a lot of money. So if you understand Web3, you are able to write white paper drafts. And if you understand a specific niche inside this ecosystem, then you can just start doubling down on it. Rafiq is asking, what are the typical entryways into becoming a drafter? Just start calling yourself one. Like if you start calling yourself white paper drafter or project, like a term that would refer that for like a roadmap, maybe drafter or vision, like anything that refers to you building things out of the information you have acquired in Web3. If you just put this out there, you will be surprised with how many people will reach out to you. And then you can start making case studies on X. So if you make a case study, people will start seeing you as trustworthy. All right, so you can get paid anywhere from $500 per white paper up to like $2,000 per white paper. Those are the rates I have seen. Finally, this is something that I've seen recently with a video that Kermit did, which is clipping. What is clipping? Clipping is you go to lives or streams like this one, and then you would crop my video where I was saying something. For example, I was explaining how much money you can make from airdrop farming. And then you can take this clip and you can post it with some edits. And then this will gain a lot of traction. The video will go viral maybe, and then you will get views. I will pay you to do this because you're getting views, and I will get free marketing. So clipping is super, super popular right now. There's been someone that Kermit has interviewed on his YouTube channel. And this person is making $5,000 a month just clipping videos. So it's definitely something that's booming right now. You can look into it because AI has made it way easier than before to actually clip content. So 2 more points I want to add. First point is try to work. So anytime you reach out for a project, your priority is to get paid. If you cannot get paid in dollars, try to get paid in tokens. If you cannot get paid in either dollars or tokens, do it for free. That has been my motto. And what happens when you do that is you bound yourself with the project if you're working for free, where the community keeps seeing you and associate you with the project. So now you hold leverage over the project you're working with. So suddenly, if you want to leave, they have to pay you. So you'll always be able to get some sort of reward if you just do work for people in Web3. So this is the first point I wanted to make. The second point is sometimes there's something that that the Papa was talking about whitelist farming. So if you hold different NFTs from different ecosystems that do raffle whitelist, sometimes you may have a whitelist and be like, the mint is like $300. I don't want to mint it, and you would just ignore the mint. But like marketplaces like the ones that Jose was showing, Exaverse, you can literally go there and sell your whitelist. And I was saying in the chats that I once sold a whitelist that I had won in a raffle for $3,000, risk-free, just like that. So there are ways for you to sell your whitelist. So if you end up having whitelist, always go to Exaverse and see for how much they are selling for. Very, very important information. And also one last thing, there's something called pre-markets. So basically, let's say there's an airdrop happening. People will speculate on the price of the airdrop. So if you think that the airdrop is going to, if you think the token that's going to be airdrop is going to be worth more than the current price, then you are able to buy the token beforehand, and you will be making profits if the token is actually worth more. And if it's the opposite, you would, if you had any airdrops, you would sell your tokens before the market goes live, and this is how you can also be making money. That's it from my side. I hope I didn't really, I didn't help you write your resignation letter, but the goal really is for you to have financial freedom, see if there are any opportunities that you can be doing inside of Web3. But essentially, everything has risks. You have to start by de-risking everything, then increase the risk slightly as you see fit.
So good, man. And then another question is, I see the designed by GPT-5. What? GPT never makes stuff like this for me. So
what? Yeah, because you have to talk to it very badly. Like, what the hell is this? Make it prettier. What the hell, dude?
What is it, like an active?
No. Just like the
PDF.
Gemini one. Just like the Gemini one.
But I didn't even know it had like a Gemini function. So does it make like active PDFs? Man, it just gives me like these ugly PDFs with a white background.
Yeah, so the prompt I told it once I had put on all of my information is make it into a presentation HTML format, and then it gave me something ugly, and I shouted at it, and then it was like, "At once, my lord."
When I go with my mouse, even it's like got nice little green things to show you where you are. It's like, wow. Yes. Very good. But that was a great presentation, very informative. I think everybody got a lot out of that for sure. You know, yeah, this Mr. Peaceful. Hey. And Blockade, yo, what a Blockade on they're all from X. So you know, from an employer side and a vision lead side, we experience a lot of people who have low to no skill, who and low to no experience, who we spot the GPT maestros a mile away, right? So when someone is coming in and they say, well, they want to be a mod, or they want to help with this, or they can increase your followers, or and when Joey started in the beginning of his presentation, you know, he mentioned how, you know, a lot of us we had to pay mods and stuff, and they wanted money in advance, and then they just did nothing. And then you realize that they had like 100 Discord servers. They couldn't possibly get to all of them, but this was their grift. You know, they were trying to get to as many as they can, but their thing is that they'll send out endless, maybe it's even botted, endless Discord messages, X messages to let you know that they can be a mod, or that kind of thing. And I came from gaming Discord servers where we were modding and adminning for free, and there's like 1,000 people in that Discord server, and we just doing it for free. So I was so shocked. I still Joe, I have to what? I have to pay people, to mod. And when you meet someone like Papa Bear, who's actually an admin, an actual Discord admin, like an actual, not just a dude setting up a couple of channels, but a watchdog. Like, you don't just get into our Discord. We have never been hacked or infiltrated in any of our mints or token releases, nothing across OSP. And then we came over to the Citadel, and some people were like, man, Papa Bear's taking away my rights. I'm like, crying this bucket for me, bro. Go for it, Papa Bear. You wanted to say something?
And most of these times it was Andrew complaining.
Yeah, but I'm the only one who's allowed to complain. If you want your community to have a voice, let them complain to Senior Choice. Hey, Papa Bear, you wanted to say?
Nah, I was just laughing along. I'm saying you flatter me with all of these.
Yeah, well, it's true, So
we gotta keep the community tight. We have to.
Yeah, like, it's frustrating, in the beginning, because he's like so effective in making sure that hackers, scammers, whatever, can't get in, that you can't even speak in the Discord initially without having to, jump through 12 hoops, push to talk, and then everybody, like, when we came over to Citadel, like, all of the mods suddenly didn't have mod power anymore. and then and that's where Senior Choice would come in, building relationship with all the new mods, people who actually they're volunteering in love, people like the Broden, who they're just a present. So from our point of view, as someone who those of us who are able to recognize and promote people, we've got this policy on the ground that we've applied in the past 3 years. If we didn't raise you, we won't be paying you. We don't employ you. Sorry, yeah. If we didn't raise you, we won't employ you. And we're kind of organically, hey Joey, I don't know, organically starting to do that in OSP, because it is such a complex ecosystem that it's simple to those of us who are in it, but to new people, they're not just going to come in here and mod the Discord. But I'll give these 3 tips, if you job hunting. So the every now and then we got a bit of money and we can employ people and give them something. And the biggest mistakes, seeing this is about jobs in Web3, the biggest mistakes, and it was crazy. I was on a space some point where we were all the guys who were the kind of employers had the same irritation, is that people looking for jobs don't look at the culture of the hirer. They come at you with their culture. So, for instance, like let's say something like, I think it's mostly Nigerian culture, where I will say my budget is $1,000, and then they will negotiate after putting me through I'll go through the whole process of the interview, showing them the entire vision, all that kind of thing. They say, okay, let's talk price. Then I'm you, farmer of potato chips. I literally said what my budget was, and now you say, let's talk price. And then I immediately say, this conversation is over. And they say, no, what's going on? There's a misunderstanding. This is where we start talking. Now I will say, I get angry. I literally said the budget is $100. Now you want to ask me for $110. I said $100 because I got $100. But because in a lot of cultures there's an assumption that you sit down and then so Mandy was reading books about this negotiation thing, and I got so angry because she was negotiating with these vendors who didn't have any money. So she was negotiating the vendors down, and telling them, okay, well, I will give you X amount of money, a little bit less per thing if I take 3. And I'm like, Lovey, that's all that dude's got. Why are you negotiating with him? You can negotiate with a car, when you're buying a big, expensive car. But why are you? So one of the pet peeves that a lot of us who do the hiring have is that people don't look at the or they look at it, but they think it's a guideline and not an actual parameter of that job. So if we say reply guy position open, $75, you would first have to prove that you are doing Joey negotiated Turkish down for 20 to $1. Look at him, he's like all gloaty and happy about it.
DJ's got a DJ, man. Like I walked away.
DJ's got a DJ.
Papa Bear was with me. We were in Turkey. I walked away 4 times, and at the end he just shouted at me, just take it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, for $1. Yeah. So the correct way to do it is first establish, is at the beginning of the conversation, is this negotiable? And if the person then at the beginning of the conversation says, yeah, we can, there's a bit of wiggle room, then, go ahead. But in the beginning, but don't think that your tactics are going to work. And especially there's no real new founders in Web3 anymore. Most of us have been so rugged and done in. And that we even mentor the new guys, and we say, listen, anybody who asks you for anything up front is going to rob you. It's like every single upfront deal I have done, we've been rugged and robbed and robed. Yes, Joey. We're already robbed by default. So that's quite important. So if you're going to do these things, if you're going to apply for the jobs and stuff, really try and understand who you're applying from, and you'll have a lot of negotiating power. So let's say someone like Senior Choice, head of community, he's someone you literally pay as much as you can. If we had $100,000 a month, that's what he would get. So he knows that. Employers would know that, and then that negotiation would start off at, because like I think he's the top community lead in Web3. I don't know, Joey, is there any competition that we can headhunt? I don't know.
No, we're fine with what we have.
Yeah, I think our whole team is like the best of the best in Web3. All the damn discords we've been through, and the people we've spoken to, and the people we've met. There's some really good people out there, but they've committed themselves to dead projects and dead destinies, because they don't understand the power of synergy. They can't figure out what we're building, so they try and build their own thing, which is a nightmare. I actually tried to tell someone the other day, I was on the call with them, and I said, listen, do you know what you're about to go through? When you can just come and join us. Why? No one's your boss. You're just leveraging the system, and we're doing a synergistic thing. And he's like, no, I'm going to build my own thing. It's going to be billions. I'm like, well, if you have Joey, maybe. but we have Joey. And if you have Jason, but we have Jason. If you have Papa Bear, but we have Papa Bear. If you have Leonard, but we have Leonard. If you have Senior Choice, but we have Senior Choice. If you have Rob, but we have Rob. Like, who have you got? You've got you and two other influencers who not one of you people know how to build anything. Anyway, so my encouragement. Now, there's a question for you, Joey. Why are you so awesome?
That's a beautiful question.
Very nice. So my encouragement to people who are looking for jobs is really know who you're speaking to. Don't come at employers with an inkling that you have your own separate vision. At the moment I'm sitting talking to someone and I hear that they've got a vision, I know these guys aren't going to go the full length. They're not going to run the race with us. They're not going to run the full length of the racetrack. It's they're not in it for the duration. They're going to extract. They're going to get to know our community, and they're going to try and take our community to go and build their thing. So if you want senior positions, you've got to at least pretend that you're loyal.
Yeah,
and Joey?
You have to be ready to work for free. I mean that's something that you have to put up with. That's the reality of Web3.
So my first job in
I'm sorry to cut you off, Andrew. I have to leave.
Yeah?
I don't want to cut
you
you
got to
off.
go.
So thank you for the
Okay.
presentation, guys. If you want to ask me any question, you can just send them to me and we can talk privately.
There you go. Great. Remember to just send him some messages. I know, Papa, you want to thank you, Joey. That was a great job, man. Great job. Thank you. Papa, you okay for a few more minutes, or you want to share some thoughts before you have to roll?
I mean, I'm here. No thoughts to share. My brain right now is like a cloud. It's floaty. But I'm here.
Great. No props.
I do have some thoughts to share, Anks, and it's the fact that by establishing the team that we have established in here, we are unlocking opportunities not for people just to change their lives being part of the official team, but just by becoming community members. Because then you get access to professionals and people with experience in so many areas and with connections on so many places, and especially within this Web3 gaming space, that it will do nothing but propel you if you want to create a career on Web3. So it's something that I mentioned to the ambassadors the other day. If you really want to jump in as an ambassador here, you gotta know that you are going to be able to connect with people that people dreams to connect with, just because we already established those connections over the years. So there are so many perks that just by joining this community you unlock that can help you chase or build that Web3 career if that's your desire. So we're all very approachable. This commitment of 1,000 days live, you don't see that anywhere else. General kept made an amazing post stating this is a fact. Tell me which founders or which core members are spending time with the community the way that Citadel and OSP are doing it. Nobody. And that level of dedication and accessibility is something that you won't find anywhere else. And therefore, it just takes for you to make a little effort to show up, to support, and then the amount of opportunities that you can unlock if you really tap into them and if you are asking the questions are endless. So don't just always look at the financial perk or upside. Sometimes it's about the people that you can connect with, the things that you can learn with them and from them while you get to be part of this community. So the sky is the limit. And then, yeah, that was something that got the ambassadors pretty hyped, especially the ones that share the vision and are not just there like to see what thing is they can get, but the ones that understood that it's indeed a team that's got the power to take you next level because of um, it's a team that is not built by newbies. It's a team of people that's been fighting the fights for over the years, and that it's really well connected. And I think that one phrase that was not mentioned on this Citadel Summit session is, in Web3 and pretty much in life and everywhere else, is like your network is your net worth. So if you are connected with the people that is well connected, then you are now well connected too. So leverage the awesome people that you got in here, the awesome team that you got in here. And if you want to know more, like me, I have no idea about airdrops and hunting, but Papa Bear is a master. I feel like I need a class from him. Like if he's telling me, hey,
That
go
was good.
check it, yeah, check this out. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check this out because he's got the experience and the knowledge. Me, I don't go beyond gaming, but if you want to connect with a KOL creator, somebody has building the space, or I probably know them, so I can offer that. But it's indeed every profile that we got within the team has just got so much to offer,
Yeah,
and we don't
exactly.
charge. Like we don't charge. Like one of the comments that I threw in earlier is there was this co-founder of the sandbox that was getting paid $3,000 monthly on a sacred way for just having his PFP on the deck of
Yeah.
Liberty Gaming. He did nothing, and we didn't even jump with him on an advisory call for more than 2 years and a half until I found out, like, hey, so he's an advisor. Why we never spoke with him? And it's like, yeah, we just have him in the deck and we send him $3,000 every month. Like it's insane. Like this space can be crazy, but when you connect with the right people, like I know that with Papa we can unlock so many opportunities because he knows what he's talking about. He's got the experience. So I do want, like Rafiki was asking, and sir, Mr. Papa, kindly share that document so maybe we can go funky DJing ourselves a little bit more. If you consider this something safe for our community, do share because people wants to tap into more opportunities. But yes, it's not just at the starter level or at the community member level. It's at every level. There's so much that every single member can add to the others, which is like we're unstoppable. So as I
Sure.
mentioned earlier, we're all pushing forward on our own ways, on our own directions, and we all know where we are good and what we are good at, and that's what's making this team unstoppable.
All right. Yeah. Sure thing, Rafiki. I will share with you guys, but I think the best thing I could share would be the places where you can get the guides, the communities that are specializing in airdrop hunting, so you can find everything, all the resources there. I'll fix the PDF a bit, and I'll either put it up in Discord, or if anybody wants it, just DM me, or I'll give it to Sir Choice. He'll pass it around. We'll see. But yeah, sure thing, no problem.
Thanks, Papa Bear.
No worries.
So I think an important subject here is, how do you skill up to a place where people actually want to employ you?
You hit up OSP.
Yes.
You tell them I am good at this and that. Andrew tells you, okay, we got a budget of $400. You tell them, okay, I need 110. And then you got
and then you just, I literally typed there, please, this conversation is over, and contact me again. So there's this thing of presence, Dirk says was the only one who did anything and got paid the least. So this thing about presence. So we do a lot of on the ground training here with the NGO, and I always share this testimony about the two routes to a great career. So the one is the subsistence mindset, and the other one is thinking like a farmer. So subsistence is when you're just surviving from day to day, week to week, day to day, week to week. Which is okay in the beginning for startups. It's normal in the beginning for startups, but it shouldn't be, like an eternal lifestyle. And what a lot of people do, both in, the job sectors outside of Web3 and within Web3, is they'll come in with a demand for a particular amount or whatever, and they have an employee mindset, a subsistence mindset, where this is all I get paid to do. I'm just going to do this. But in the beginning of my career, I entered the creative industry, and I had been a minister for so long, youth pastor, all that kind of thing, that I had a whole different approach to adding value. So my whole thing is, I went to this a CEO and I said, listen, what I want to just do a season where I prove my worth, and then we negotiate my salary. So until then, if you can keep me alive, great. If you can't, I'll come in as and when I can afford to, with fuel and stuff like that. But I really, really want to work here. And this is my CV, and you'll see after the first week, that I'm, what I can do. Alrighty. So I did that at 3 different careers, and then by the time it was time for salary negotiation, I always came in at a senior level every single time. I ended up being employed at a senior level because I was able to go in, get to know that ecosystem, and identify where I was most needed, and also myself decide, do I really want to work here? And then go and sit with people and have a proper negotiation. Now, if you've got that attitude, like let's say the OSP ecosystem, you come in. Now, what's awesome here is people buy seats. They actually pay and then throw heart and soul at it. But if you want to end up with a job or sweat equity, if you want to, like let's say Broden really wants a Citadel seat, but like most people, it's very expensive. It's like $2,500 for a Citadel seat. So Bia sold both her kidneys for one of those, and maybe she sold her mom's kidneys. And I think General Kev and Buddy just sold their lives, to get sold it all. Yeah, they're like in 100%, but look how hard they work. So there are people who have not put a lot of money into the the camels now on in diet. They haven't put a lot of money in, and they also don't want to put energy in, and then they want to earn from the project. And our approach is, listen, you have to show us, because we as the founders, we're sprinting at 10 million kilometers an hour. We just don't stop. We don't sleep. Jason's going to talk about that in a second. I see he's joined us up here. At the pace we keep, it's an insane pace, and that's a minimum requirement for us. If you're a low energy human being, you're not going to keep up with us. You're not. We just don't get on with low energy human beings. Like a low energy human being, it's not necessarily someone that that needs 8 hours of sleep. Get 7 hours, 8 hours, even 12 hours of sleep. But when you're awake, be available, be on top of the problems. I'm spectacularly irritating because I'm everywhere. I see all the messages on Telegram, everything on Discord, everything on WhatsApp, and then I remind everybody, have you checked this? Have you checked that? I am everywhere, and I cannot work with people who are low energy. I just can't do it. I can't. If you're only in one group and you're not following the conversation flow, if it's part of your job to know what's going on in that group, or don't come and ask me for like a pay position or sweat equity or something like that. So we watch Broden, and Broden's very active. You've seen how he answers all the questions, and I mean, he types out answers to those questions, and we eyeball him, and then we think, yo, how can we reward this guy? You know, and we see Dirk, you know, Dirk throws heart and soul and everything, and we think, how can we reward this guy? And so both Dirk and Broden, I think there's a couple of folks who ended up with sweat equity in terms of the 33, the seats, because, I mean, Dirk jumped in with Rob and made the funky NFTs, climbed in there. You know, like, so do we do that for everyone? No. If we see someone can make a plan, if they can afford stuff, we need that cash to move forward, but then we look at other ways to reward those people. But coming in, looking for a job, but not coming in to actually build the vision, you know, like it's not going to work in our ecosystem, because we'll figure out how to design the damn thing ourselves. like Jason, Rob, myself, Joey, we flipping just like find design software and just like, you know, because you've got the thing, you want to put it out, you don't want to wait like 4 days for some low energy individual to get back to you, or you know that they're extending things and they're taking hours longer than they should, or days longer than they should, because they're getting paid by the hour. Like, we know all of that stuff. We've seen it. We can see it. Like devs, you know, when they say, okay, well, this is going to take 20 hours. So no, I'm not going to pay you by the hour. I'll pay you per milestone, because you're a liar. When someone tells me their work, you know, pay me by the hour. It's like we've got this local accountant over here. Then the accountant says, well, I have to determine how many hours. I'm like, no, tell me how much the job costs. You can con everybody else. You're not going to con me and lie about the hours, you know, because you probably do this in 20 minutes. So just give me a price. If you want to charge me for 2 hours, tell me 2 hours, because other people would probably take 2 hours. You do it in 20 minutes. I don't care. You do a better job than the guy does it in 2 hours. So just give me the price. Don't come at me with those strange metrics where you have to lie. Because technology's gotten to a point now where did you see that massive company that got caught doing the audit with AI? Yeah. massive company. They did some huge audit. What do you know about
that
it?
That they had charged $400,000 for.
So funny. Anyway, well, that was a good presentation. I'd rather someone pay me for my worth than me put a price on it.
Yeah, that's a difficult, you know, most people... Go on, Rob.
Oh, no, I was saying that's never going to happen, my guy. Who was that?
That's Buddy, your girl.
Buddy, my girl. That ain't going to happen.
Lady.
Yeah.
You
Like,
gotta, don't be scared to tell people.
Yeah, understanding and being able to calculate and price in your own worth based on what your time means to you, your experience, and the quality of what you can deliver is crucial. I've met a lot of people that are massively overvalued that I wouldn't pay $5 for them to go away. I would literally just ignore them. And then other people that couldn't even identify how much they were worth. Hell, some of them didn't even know what the industry average for their own job position was. So yeah, understanding and calculating your own self-worth is, your value based on what you deem that you can contribute as valuable to a company or an individual is really important. And, it does also go in along the topic of starting working in Web3. Most people in Web3, again, I doubt I would give them $1 if I saw them on the street, let alone the amount of money that they charge for next to nothing delivered. But then there's those that are the good ones, and they're worth every penny.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think getting experience is so crucial in Web3 because it's a different world, man. It's like Elvish and Orcish. You're not just learning one language. You've got to learn to speak to the orcs. You've got to learn to speak to the elves. I like half the time Jason speaks, I just get angry, and then he has to like pull out crayons. I mean, I haven't met anybody more fluent in Web3 than Jason. I
just make up words.
No, yes, speak like all your little Web3 your brethren, your people.
All you people are the same, Jason.
Can I get a wow in the chat, please, for that comment?
Beautiful. Wow.
It's not you people, it's my people.
All your people.
Yeah, I just don't understand a word. Like today.
I'll start my own religion.
Okay, so those of you who really understand, maybe Rafiki knows what it means. Maybe, I don't know. Those of you in the chat who understand what this means. But today, Jason explaining to me that it looks like 90% we've secured like $400,000 for the liquidity for the TGE. And so then I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Can we spend it on making the game? And then he's like, no, it's for liquidity. I'm like, what is that? No, it's the dollar value. I'm like, what in the hell does any of that mean?
Now, this is kind of where I interjected by putting on my shoes, grabbing my jacket, and taking the conversation on a walk. So that I could explain.
Over and over. I still have no idea what it means, but because I even tried an apples, the apples analogy. What's this?
Well, you could do the apples analogy if you're making the apples up and they're not real apples.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
so
like,
they're JPEGs of apples.
Yes, they're JPEGs of apples. Yes.
Papa Bear says hello. What is the stream about? Everybody must follow Papa Bear and tip him. Let's all tip Papa Bear. Yeah. I'm gonna give you like a whole 5 cents, bro. Come at me. In AVAX.
I'd tip him some courage if it was working.
Yeah. Can I tip someone?
I'm like, let's tip him and you attack him.
Hey, Papa, can I tip someone some courage on my Discord?
I don't know. Papa Bear, you've got control over this account, so does it follow you? Do I keep this long name Uncle Funkarino, or shall we ask this man? Look there, follow. Yes. Buy a ticket. Can I afford a ticket? Let me see. Yeah, I think I just spent all my AVAX on this ticket. Oops. There we go. Very good stream. See, Papa Bear? Did you see that? I bought your ticket and I tipped you, Papa Bear. Papa Bear, isn't my name long? Why's everybody got like this? Why have you got a space, Papa Bear? And I'm like Uncle Funkarina, one word. How did you do that? Papa Space Bear. Papa Bear, are you there?
Papa, why have you forsaken? Why have you forsaken us, Papa?
It's funny that I'm also here. I'm just typing in the chat.
Yeah.
Do we have any spiders? Have the spiders arrived?
Look at that. Twisted already owns your ticket. That's why I had to, like, all my AVAX is gone now because Twisted bought your ticket already. I think I've got to go upside down here. Who did we lose?
Jason.
Papa Bear, I gotta ask you a question. What is your mother language?
Arabic. I'm Lebanese.
Okay, so we've been craving for some Lebanese commentary in some of our docu races, and I got the good to go. We got around. I'm preparing the docu race for your commentary, good sir.
I get around here. But okay, but no one needs to panic because you're going to hear him in like this kind of Arabic Lebanese dialogue. He's
Papa
not
Bear?
near you. No bombs are going to explode. You're not at an airport.
Explode on my way.
Papa Bear, can you help me out with something quick, son?
You can't take him anywhere.
Depends. What's the quick?
No, I just need to tip someone some courage on the Discord. I'm not sure where to go.
I'll tell you where to go. I'll tell you where to go, man.
You want a screen share?
I sense some facetiousness in that.
Papa Bear. Facetiousness.
Yeah.
Some fishiness.
Don't ruin the surprise. Courage is gonna be up tomorrow morning. Don't ruin the surprise. Come on.
There's a Doug.
Just because Leonard keeps asking me, bro, one courage. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, he's like one of those when TGE DJs, that Leonard guy.
No, look at this. My name is like Uncle Funkarina, like one thing. And he's like Papa Bear, 2 words. Why does mine look all newbie hackery? And you've got like Papa Bear. Look there, he's got a space between Papa and Bear. Look at my name. Look here.
Well, fate will remember. At least Papa Bear doesn't mise me. At least he answers me. So.
Look what it's like Uncle Funkarina.
You just mise me. So I mean,
you are though.
What do you mean?
There should be a capital U, capital F space arena.
Do you have evidence of said crimes, Leonard?
Did you that on Arena Social, Papa Bear, or was that something you did on?
Doesn't it pull it from X?
It might. Shh, don't give him the secret sauce.
I'm tired of looking like a scammer. I look like a scammer with my one word.
Yes. Please, let Almighty Jared inform us.
This is Albert, reminding you that
Albert
is a scammer.
You see? Are we calling what's his name? Jared Albert. Are we calling Albert a liar, Uncle?
No, we're not calling His Highness Lord Albert of the all the rules. Ah, Dirk, man! Dirk just with the scammer.
Why does it look like he looks so sad holding that sign, man?
Because I am sad. Albert writes Papa Bear. Anyway, let me just end all the other platform streams here. Well, actually, it's just the Only Believe one. Let's remove that one there.
Alrighty.
And then
Should
we
we
can
add
continue.
an extra rule to the race, Uncle? Like if the winner is not present, do we still send a reward, or how do we handle that part?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Like if the winner it's a
Oh,
it's
thanks,
a
Tristan.
holder, then we send the reward. If it's not a holder, then we rerun the race because we do want to hear this yalla yalla.
Yeah, we're gonna hear it now in Lebanese. Now remember, don't
Yalla
leave the
habibi,
scene.
yalla habibi.
The bomb can't reach you there. You know, like there's no like. And besides, Papa Bear was the one getting bombed. He didn't do any bombing.
That's true. That's true.
Say promise.
Pinky promise.
Paper Bear. Papa Bear is our dev lead on Web3. Leonard on stage is our head of gay design. Rob is our head of heads. Senior Choice is our head of community. Both Papa Bear and Senior Choice are both community managers, heads of community, but one handles the community, and the other one handles the stuff, the Discord thingies for the community.
Thingies. We do thingies.
No.
The thing is, yeah.
I don't know. I get confused about all the titles.
Hand in hand. Don't worry, we got this.
Yeah.
You just
My
sit there and
job-
look pretty, Uncle. We got this for you.
Wait. Just sit out. I just got to look pretty. Okay, Rob, are you ready for the most awesome thing you're about to see today?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what this is. I know.
Are
what
you
this is.
ready?
Yeah.
Whee!
Hang in there.
See, I can swing backwards and forwards. Look, my face is getting red and everything. Woo! Isn't this the coolest thing ever? And I can look at you guys. I'm like, yay, look you little guys. Hello. So, phew, just gonna hang out here for a while.
Right.
I knew he walked on the ceiling. Enjoy one too is funny. Isn't this the coolest thing you ever saw, Rob? Huh?
Very, very cool, man.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm caught in a spider web. It's like swinging. Ooh-wee. I might get a bit nauseous. Because I'm looking at the floor right now, you know. Hey. Oh, okay. I'm back.
That's how you pull something up. Dangaroos.
Oh, that was very fun. Don't you guys think it's funny how I can hang upside down so convincingly? Okay, honestly, Huya was not convinced that I was actually hanging upside down.
Hi, this is Albert, reminding you that Uncle Funk is
Just remember, he's a scammer, guys. He might have been hanging. He might not.
There is yeah, might or might not. I love how informative that was, Len.
Roll the dice, man.
Yeah, there's no gravity. Papa's like people just float around in South Africa. I see Senior Choice wants to do a ducky race, but first, Senior Choice, have you guys heard this speech? Here it comes.
CEO of many things. King Tide on the ring. Whole squad shine when he sing. We don't talk, we just bling. Yeah. He ain't loud, but he loud in effect. Move so clean, you would think it's a check. Building dreams while the rest still asleep. CEO vibe, got the loyalty deep. Family first, that's the code we keep. Every blessing he repeat. Never fold under pressure or heat. No way. Real ones only know cheap tweet. Rob the CEO of many things. Stacking dreams with angel wings. Never fold, never switch lanes. No. Rob the CEO of many things. Rob the CEO of many things. Gold in his mind, silver chains. Whole crew eating when he swings. Rob the CEO of many things. Let's go. He ain't flexing, he blessing. Never stressing, just lesson. Got his kids in his vision. Building kingdoms, no prison. We respect how we living. CEO drip precision. Digital vibe with the analog card. Running these plays like a fine art. Never sold out, just so smart. Put his friends on, that's the real part. He the boss, but he don't like bossy. Plays it cool, still make it costly. Family man, real OG. Got a blueprint, we just see. Rob the CEO of many things. Stacking dreams with angel wings. Rather fall down, switch lanes. Rob the CEO of many things. Rob the CEO of many things. Gold in his mind, silver chain. No copy when he swings. Rob the CEO of many things. CEO of many things. Keep that love on repeat. Yeah, real one never compete. No. Rob the CEO. We complete. CEO of many things.
We need to make one for Jason. I mean, for Papa Bear.
What a vibe.
That's a good one, eh?
Nah, that's really good.
What about a
this Joshua?
special funk one, a special Andrew one?
Yeah.
But who writes the lyrics for it though?
Oh, did you hear that nice one that Beats made? Sorry, what's your question, Papa?
Was this Joshua or who did it?
That was me,
You did that?
Joshua, and me, and Dirk, and a bunch of people now. We're all making tunes. But yeah, I did that one, yeah.
Love it. That was fire. That was really good.
Obviously, Papa Bear, obviously.
Obviously.
Dude, when do I do like flipping anything that's not awesome? How am I going to draw people like you if I'm mid? Mid does not draw God tier, S tier teams. That doesn't. That's not how it works.
Fair enough.
Yeah, here's the legend of Unks that what's his name made. It's all about my nipples. So Joshua beats only feats. He made this.
Only feats.
Coming to you live from the digital savannah. It's the nipple flapping, rise snapping. Gordon smashing wonder himself. Uncle Funk. the other half grooves. Built Operation Safe Place in the Citadel too, with his badass mama Gemma killer crew. One click and boom, the server's alive. Funk shells, pup nostrils as the bass lines drive. Uncle Funk, the nipple typhoon, shirt off early, never too soon. Chasing his wife and saying grace. Got barbecue sauce on his sexy face. Oh, Unks, the rugged supreme, building worlds from his coding dream. Lover, fighter, empath king. Push a random button, let the chaos sing. He was trapped 9 months in a woman's form, kicked his way out before the norm. He became a man before his mama did. Now he's brain steaks and raisin lids, long red hair and a Viking roar. Talks like an old-time radio war. Step right up, he shouts with flair, then dances topless, nipples in the air. Uncle Funk, the nipple typhoon, Brian one hand bass in tune. If you're acting up, he'll say with glee, potty mouth, poop nostril, don't test me. Oh, the South African flame, he built the funk and gave it a name. From Citadel Towers to Bright Smoke Rise, he swam in joy into innocent eyes.
Hang in there, version topless.
There shall not be any scammers overhead, G on overhead, demon. Up, 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 up. There shall not be. Feels your vibe before you even sigh. Knows when you're low, lifts your sky high. A vicarious empath soul DJ in the Citadel we all wanna play. Uncle Funk, the man, the myth, every nipple twist a sacred gift. He built the vibe, the world, the show. Now everybody screams, let the funk flow. To legend, keeper of flame, rugger, coder, lover of fame. May your bride burn bright, you see that they'll spin and may no poop nostril ever log in again. This message brought to you by the Funk Network. Stay weird. Stay shirtless. Stay on.
Para persona, me mala kikiko, kakapupu totini, para mini tini.
That was some good cheese.
Name someone. Oh, okay. I'll name someone. Leonard. Let's listen to Leonard's song.
God damn straight.
So,
What does Leonard have a song? What's it about? How many times he asked me where courage is?
Exactly.
Where's
Well,
my
My
courage?
question as well.
You're not getting your courage. Everyone's getting what you
that.
Fine,
So,
I'm taking my dog
Leonard's song is about how he is so clever and nerdy that he'll reset the virginity in a room. But the AI didn't want to use the. I mean, every time Leonard like explains things, I just feel my purity restored. So, so the song is about how whenever he speaks,
I'm getting
suddenly everybody is pure again, and because it's about how clever he is, basically. It's a complimentary song, Leonard.
Meh.
They call him
Tell that to my cry
speaks
dog.
once,
Yeah.
and the whole room reboots. Wi-Fi stronger, skin clearer, GPA higher. Reset the vibe. Leonard walking, data start to sparkle, brain sync up like we entered the marble. IQ heavy, code drip steady, talk one line, crowd feel ready. Got 10 tabs open in his head, no stress. Solving equations while the beat finesse. Spits one fact, souls disinfect. Everybody wholesome, showing respect. Don't play with the no. He reset the vibe, ha ha ha. When he drop words, world go clean. Let her talk fresh, keep the scene pristine. Don't play with it, no, 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 no. Here he said the vibe, ha, 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 ha. When he drop words, world go clean. Let her talk fresh, keep the scene pristine. Yeah.
Can you believe this up there? This level of production.
Glasses low like neon signs. Brain so bright it bends timelines.
Kennedy.
Don't flex, did I flex is him. Algorithms clap when he walks in. Try to roast him. Joke backfired. Even your meme got rewired. He's so chill. Time takes a break. Even chaos asks for a handshake. He speak. Bad vibes evaporate. He blink. Your phone graduate. He hum. The beat regenerate. We in the presence of the great. Not elevate. But then nah. We said alright. Mind so clean, so pure. One conversation, you feel secure. Don't play with it, nah. We said alright, mind so clean, so pure. One conversation, you feel secure. Yeah. Smart boy, energy, brain
The chicks of 1,000 camels. To those not following Citadel.
Smart boy, energy, brain waves, symphony. We just tryna
Dude, it's so legit in the wording and everything for my piano.
Very good.
Dirk, you're so good. Tell us what's good. You're so good. Are you gonna fix my name or what, Papa Bear? Am I gonna be like Uncle Funk Scam Marina? Did you see how much you just...
I will do that. I will do that to you. I will put scam in your
yeah, Scamarina. Okay, we'll play one more song for you, Papa Bear, and then we can do a ducky race. We'll do one more song.
No song for me.
I'm gonna write one for you, but I mean, you don't jump on here often, so.
You don't like us enough, apparently.
That's the mystery.
Okay, we'll write one for you tonight after the ducky race. How does that sound?
Sure. I wake up tomorrow for it.
Nah. Okay, so then we'll just do it when you're on again. Right, so I got one about how I'm chasing Mrs. Funk.
What?
I've got awesome reggae one about Mr. Peace. Got a Don't Wreck with Sheka. Oh, Mushy! You know Mushy?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, dude. It's probably Mushy and like Mushy's song. I don't know. Mushy's song is something else.
Let's hear it.
You're not going to survive this, dude. It's going to be in your head for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
Yes, these songs are legit.
Yeah, she's in Serbia, in loaded elephant park. Smile right or get cropped out. Now the funk fam knows it's mush muller time now. Mush mushy mush mush mush. The elephant rolling to the groove. Hey. Mush mushy mush mush mush. Snap that frame, attitude approved. You sabi kind, stay cool or your food ain't mush muller. Don't play with the root bed. Mush mushy mush mush mush. Yeah, say it proud. Funk fam love got the whole world loud out. Click flash, she captures your soul up. Real talk, real art, she's in control of. Serbian queen with a coffee in hand, shooting truth in the promised land. She don't fake smile, she makes them real neck. Every photo tells how love can feel, but test her patience. Come with hate, she'll eat you raw, clean her plate. Moosh, mushy, moosh, moosh, moosh. Camera flash, kindness in the frame. Moosh, mushy, moosh, moosh, moosh. If you rule, that's a risky game. Serbian chill, purple thrill. Ed much more less peace, but she bites for real. That moosh, mushy, moosh, moosh, moosh. All night long, hands in the air, that funky song. Yeah. Rolling through Belgrade, light just right there. She had his kindness into every night. Photographer, dreamer, vibe set queen. Purple elephant rolling clean. She feeds the soul, not the hype, but cross her line, you the next type. No filter for fools, no love for fake. Only real hearts make the frame she'll take.
Need that colorful Citadel profile pic, man. This dark, angry thing. Every time I see it, I'm like, the foreboding.
I think I put it in the group.
Hands in the air, say it for the crew. Moosh, mooshy, moosh, moosh, moosh. Good souls rise, the rude get chewed. Yeah. Purple elephant rolling free. Photographer queen of the funk fam tree. Moosh, mooshy, moosh, moosh, moosh. Serbia strong. Mush, mula, love that eternal song. Smile. Be kind. Or end up in the stew. Smile. Be kind. Or end up in the stew.
All right. Drop out. Oh, it's too good, man.
Yeah. Okay, one more. P, are you still awake? Did you see the Jason? Jason's gone. Shucks. Jason, you see I tipped the Citadel enough liquidity for the TGE. Fine, I'll just laugh at my own jokes. Okay.
Get out of here.
I don't know if Papa Bear can handle this. Papa Bear, what's your favorite style of music? Do you want like a death metal dubstep thing for yours? It's cool, actually, to do. Oh.
It's weird. I don't know. Lately, I've listened to just Russian EDM beats.
Russian EDM.
I don't know. It's just
you know, beat,
right? Something golden starts to rise. She moves like dawn, breaking through the haze, light in her eyes, setting hearts ablaze.
You guys know I'm gonna dance this one.
In the summer heat, every look a rhythm, every word a beat. Crowds gather just to feel that glow. Hearts buzzing everywhere she goes. Chased by the sound, called by the tone. She's never alone, never alone. Chased by the drones, loved by the queens, flying through light like a lucid dream. She don't need crowns, she don't need schemes. Born to be wild in the sky of beams. Oh, 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 oh. Can't catch a
There we go. $1 million in payback just to the Citadel. Thank you for your generosity. It's in your choice.
Chased by the sun-kissed laughter under violet skies. Every heartbeat a sweet surprise. The world turns slow and she's in the room.
Looks like I was thinking about
Even
it.
shadows start to bloom. She's a storm and the calm, the song and the spark, a flash in the night, painting light in the dark. Can't hold her down, she's gone too soon. Just follow the rhythm beneath the moon. Chased by the drones, loved by the queens, flying through light like a lucid dream. She don't need crowns, she don't
She's
chased by the chased by the drone.
The ladies get excited because now they can properly see up my nostrils.
Funny guy.
Funny guy.
You funny guy.
You
like
funky guy.
Hanging upside down. Right, Mr. Choice. Your time has come.
Ducky. Quack.
Right,
Quack.
one ducky game, and then I gotta go to bed. What the hell am I watching?
Fine. Ooh, look how nice the Citadel looks. Oh, I see it. Ooh, in the group things. Ooh, that looks very nice.
Obvious. Obvious.
Why I do not see what you see.
In the
In my Citadel community.
yes, the community
Choice.
thing.
Okay, I think the WhatsApp PC version is not showing me yet, but I'll check it on the phone.
Wow, Sir Choice.
Wow. Can we all get a wow at the
Are you,
Yeah, no,
are
wow.
you paying for like yesterday's
Wow.
internet in South America? There?
I enjoy barked at you, bro.
You should upgrade to today's internet.
Oh, wow,
Choice.
colorful.
Yesterday's.
Nice.
What is this game? What am I watching? What are you guys...
More
This
alive.
is the game of all games, Papa Bear, the most
You're just a ducky,
competitive PvP game there is.
Can you start? I want to see the green duck win. Come on, ducky.
You're commentating
I'm commentating. That's interesting.
in Lebanese. What's your language?
Look at me, Runa. I'm upside down.
Habibi, what we giving here?
Habibi, how does this even work?
You
Well,
just
you
have
just commentate,
to...
right?
Yes,
It's a race. You
exactly.
commentate.
But in Arabic.
In Arabic, yalla.
Yes.
Yes.
Fusha?
Good.
Or dialect. All
No,
right.
just Lebanese, no Fusha.
Okay, Habibi. So the nicknames of our community members, the most active ones, it's like about 100. I had to delete some that are not really around. But yeah, we can make one race with 3 winners, or we can make 3 different races. I think
Wow,
that you have
Choice
to leave. So
deleting people.
I say one race with 3 winners
Yeah.
okay, one race with 3 winners.
Higher
Yalla,
stakes.
Habibi.
in full-on bomber go-turd language, bro. Let's go.
Where's the duck with the... Hold on. Where's the duck with the turban?
Bomber language.
Allahu Akbar and stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Clean. Papa Bear, keep it clean.
Alhamdulillah.
All the
Alhamdulillah.
English, inshallah.
Yeah. And yalla.
You ready,
I mean,
Habibi?
MashaAllah.
You ready, Papa?
I've never done commenting. This is gonna be interesting.
It's like commenting on a camel race. It's the same, except
Oh, okay.
There you go.
No, that wasn't
What a
racist.
good race.
That wasn't racist.
It's like you're racing your goats back home. You know?
Yeah. Like when we do it from South Africa, we just had to pretend these were ostriches.
When I commented one, I just sounded like an angry German dude.
100%.
Ach, du der Einschnagen, kann der Feste ein Volk, ein Nazi, ein Duck.
Ein Duck. Uns Duck.
Why is it that in German? Like even when you say I love it's like you're angry at the person.
Yeah.
Andrew, redo the mustache. Fucking what?
Yeah. We are here because we want the ducks to race. And anything that races is a racist. So we like them. So let the racists begin racing.
We're all cancelled, boys.
OST is done. It was nice meeting you guys. We're never finding jobs again.
Alrighty, Baba Bear. How do you say bear in Arabic? You got me with that one.
Dib.
Baba Dub.
Dib.
You ready?
Sure, I guess.
Pew, 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 pew.
اوكي. البط الاصفر عم يضرب انكل فانك اول واحد شاشي ليح ورا فيك ليح لا 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 الوالد عم يقطش شيتين عم بيلح له شيتين عم يقطش شيتين لا 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 شو عم نحضر الشاشي عم يجرب اف كيو راكد ورا شو عم بيصير بعد في دقيقة ونص وزك شاشي طاير اكزوديوس بالطليعة اكزوديوس عم بقطش عالم لا يا اكزوديوس راح طار شاشي ستادي بابا بير راكد وراهن عم بيلحق حاله هيقطش بي من تحت بتجي بتطف شو عم يشوف برودن عم بيزورب الجونر مين هيدا الجونر غيي فيرت تشويس لحق الشاشي رالفي وجيد له بابا بير صار ورا احترق دينه خلصت الخبريه وجيه جاي از اون بالطليعه سبايدر مان يا ويلي
يا هو
سبايدر مان
وانت يلا man, huh?
Come on. Yeah.
I'm not gonna yell at people at home.
Crypto hunter.
What?
فرانكلين معه الخنجر عم بقطش الطريق مالك طلع مين هذا مخبط بيريون موجود معنا بيريون راح جونثر طالع من الحبس شكله بعده دايو او توب بوي جاي ياخد الطليعه هو التوب ويور فيف باتمان راح احترق دينه شوكو فواب كرمت شو هذا الديناصور شو عم بيصير ايش النهايه شو هذا الموسيقى
بابا 10 seconds let's go
دايو بابا يلا طير ما بده دايو بالطليعه عشان تاكس ريزو ذا باص ريزو مارسيلو
Marcello is the bomb.
Yeah, it's so cute. Let me make cutie. Look what you got.
No, make
summon him again.
Crown. So appropriate.
Yes, like it's and he's got little eyelashes and everything.
Okay, look, Risa got something too, and Gunter as well.
Yes, news from the ducky race where Senior Choice and Ahmed, the living terrorist, gathered together to bring us Hitler's favorite race. In first place, Marcello. Second place, Rizzo the Boss. And third place, Gunther. Fourth place, Anthrax. Bobby Jason. And in other news, I think I might have pooped in my pants.
What?
Maybe that was amazing. Shukran.
Thank you. That was fun. All right, guys, it's been a nice stream. I loved having you guys on the stream tonight.
Good job.
Bye, Felicia.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. I gotta go fix courage so Rob and Leonard can tip.
Finally.
Assalamu alaikum, Papa Bear.
Salam alaikum.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace be with you.
Salam alaikum. And a slice of bacon. Oh, I don't know the rest. Have a slice of bacon.
They get very angry about the bacon.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Have a slice of bacon. Yeah?
My wife is like Musliming me lately. She doesn't want bacon in the house.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
I think we need to go save him, Fatal.
First goes the bacon.
I told her you're not allowed to talk to Senior Choice anymore with that indoctrination. It's haram.
Yalla haram.
Because it'll start with a bacon unk, and then it'll be the cheese, and then it'll be all the sweets.
I don't think she'll ever get rid of the cheese, but she has taken a liking to that nice Kit Kat. Have you tasted that new Kit Kat jacket? That minty, that's white chocolate mint Kit Kat. My word, it's the first time I've liked the chocolate. Runa says, "No, not the bacon." Yeah, chocolate in general is too bitter for me.
Because that would be like an awesome meal, isn't it? Bacon wrapped in cheese, wrapped in bacon, wrapped in more cheese, and deep fried.
Yeah. I want to read you some lore, man, because Midnight Cats Ladies left us now. So anybody else who likes lore, or is it just me? Let me see. Runa likes a bit of lore. Yes. Are you enjoying that, Runa? Dirk loves lore. Okay, so
Dirk.
You're all a bunch of yes.
I don't see Dirk on stage. Dirk.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Dirk not being on stage and all.
Where are you, Dirk?
Dear Runa, I too make happy noises when I'm busy with lore. I have to make sure there's no children or church members around because people might, suspect other activities, but I like it very, very much. Operation Shave Your Place. Okay, are you ready? Shave your face. Right, so I've been working now. Not to the pure, all things are pure, dear Runa. Let's see. Let's sort of make sure it's the latest one. Okay, so I've been working on the little bits of the idea here is between the cinematics, right? So between like you doing a mission and a cinematic coming on stage, we want well, I don't know if it's a we, but certainly a me. I'd like you to be reading an interactive novel all the way through because I love reading, man. And I thought, how incredible if you read a chapter, or you don't, it's up to you. But those of us who dig it, you read a chapter, right? Then you watch a little cinematic, and then you actually play it. I mean, that for me is like, I'm reading, I'm watching a cinematic, and then I'm playing it. And I wanted the I'm still working on these elements, but I want the story to include the soulbound. So you'll see what I mean now. Right. I was not entirely sure if this is the right one, but I'm going to read it anyway. Right. This is, you've landed at Ashgate. And let me just give you a bit of lore. Senior Choice, you like lore a bit, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. I love lore. I've been studying the lore of our game and our primes and Crispus, not related to Christmas, and Abs, and Lady Steel, and the cat.
Yo, I'm so glad I stopped streaming.
That is a very violent word.
Yeah. So, I'll read some other bits and bobs. We're jumping ahead, yeah. So you go, there's Calvaris arrival, and then you land at that that asteroid. Listen to these dogs in the background. Yes, you guys. Okay. It's like Rob just like says it. Like, don't worry, Senior Choice. I'm not gonna go there.
That's we would love to explain
when it's South
Africa.
Is it like something related, like
love to
mean something else on Afrikaans or what? I'm so
The
lucky.
word you said your pronunciation of the end of it, like Chris, at the end of it. That little end of it is.
It was spot on.
It was a chef's kiss, man.
Tell them that I'm high on coffee, from Colombia.
Yeah. Listen, these
Oh.
guys, man, they were using that word all the time when I met them. Phew. Anyway, okay. Listen, I'd very much just like to move on. So just a bit of lore before I read this. So, okay, Druna, you've been playing the game, eh? Why is Druna not on stage? Are you looking after kids and cattle and stuff? When you have internet, okay. Are you at work? Okay. So, so you have been playing the game. So after Kelvaris arrival, that cinematic where you fly past the Lucille on the right hand side and you land on that little it's like a little platform and there's a little asteroid hangar there. So that place is actually called Ashgate. So the Kelvaris planet was caught in a ripping, the entire planet with 70-something thousand people. It was like a mining colony, and so you now you were summoned to arrive there as fast as you could. Cheers, Alamin. Sleep tight. Thanks for hanging out. So you were summoned as a soulbound to get there as fast as you could. Now, just some cool lore is that Ashgate. It's called Ashgate now because obviously that planet is just destabilized and there's just ash everywhere and volcanoes and so that asteroid hangar platform place is now called Ashgate, and you actually, when you leave that area, like the next content that's coming, you're going to jump forward in time and come back there, and it's going to be a much bigger hangar, and they will have hollowed out that planet because that planet's hardened by then. The fire's not going into it. It's just the planet is just a big hardened lava rock. And then what the Children of the Light do is they actually hollow it out and build a base inside it. So you're jumping forward in time and you come back to that exact same place. And then from that place, they actually have a major processing station. And then you'll jump forward again. And when you come back again to that place, that planet has actually been terraformed. So it's actually got vegetation and stuff on it. So it's dork. Anyway, well, may the force be with me trying to read through it. Anyway, okay, so this is just before the Pandora's box cinematic. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just give up and maybe do lore some other night. But anyway, I'll try. Okay, so this is where you've landed on that hangar, and you're about to experience the the cinematic. Okay. So the hangar was alive with motion, engineers shouting over the whine of turbines, Children of the Light banners snapping in the recycled air. Outside the blast doors, the red glow of Kelvaris bled through the cracks like dawn in a dying world. Gunny's voice echoed through the comms. All right, rookie, training time's over. You've got clearance for flight ops. Dock with the Lucille and get debriefed. The deck vibrated as the doors unsealed. Your dropship lifted into the burning light, rising past the jagged horizon of the asteroid hangar, Ashgate 1, and out into open orbit. Behind you, the hangar's beacon blinked once, twice, then dimmed. Ahead, the void awaited. The moment you broke atmosphere, you saw it. The debris field stretching across half the sky. Towers, habitats, ships, and bodies, thousands of them, all suspended in slow drift around the cracked remains of Calvaris 9. The glow from the planet below painted everything in hues of ember and gold. Your scanner chirped. Chrono disjunction field detected. The readout flickered with phantom signals, heartbeats that shouldn't exist, life signs that were already centuries old. Gunny came back on comms, quieter now. This used to be Calvaris Station 7, mining port, civilian hub, population 76,000. They didn't all die. Some just didn't make it to anywhere. You passed a drifting bulkhead marked School Wing C. Child's toy floated by, frozen mid-spin. As your ship cut deeper into the field, the static changed. It wasn't noise anymore. It was whispering. Not words exactly, but something that felt like memory. Then another voice, calm and clear, broke through. Echo 9-7, this is Lucille Command. You're cleared for final approach. Maintain vector, Bay 12, lower deck. The tone was smooth, feminine, synthetic, but not cold. You'd heard AIs before. They didn't sound like this. Gunny smiled faintly through the channel. That's Gen AI, the Lucille's core mind. Don't let the soft voice fool you. She's seen more war than most generals. The scanner flashed again, not red this time, but blue. Shapes moved in the distance, faint silhouettes caught in the light of the dying planet. Figures, miners, soldiers, families, drifting like lanterns in the dark. Some waved, some simply stared. They weren't ghosts, not really. Just the echoes of people whose souls had outrun their bodies. Your engines cut power automatically as you drifted through the silent procession. Gunny's voice lowered to a whisper. This isn't a battlefield. It's a graveyard. Then, through the dust and light, you saw her. The ship hung above the planet like a guardian angel, massive, silver, luminous. The hull gleamed with white-blue lines that pulsed like veins. Even from a distance, you could tell she wasn't built like any other vessel. That's the Lucille, Gunny said quietly. She keeps the corridor stable, holds the survivors together, and somehow she still finds time to lecture me about protocol. Chen Ai's voice followed immediately. I do not lecture, Sergeant. I clarify. Gunny laughed under his breath. See what I mean? You couldn't help but smile. The ship's light blinked as if she was smiling back. Your guidance system synced with her beacon. Lock acquired. Bay 12 open. A line of drones drifted out to escort you in, their lights forming a perfect halo around your path. Below, the planet's glow reflected off the Lucille's hull, turning her into a mirror of the dying world beneath her. Echo 9-7, reduce speed, Jenna instructed. Mind the debris, doesn't always respect physics anymore. A half-burnt satellite drifted past, spinning slowly, its panels glinting like broken glass. You angled your ship between two massive stabilizer towers. The Lucille's hangar finally coming into view, huge, illuminated, filled with motion. Dropships touched down in perfect sequence, unloading medics, refugees, engineers. It was chaos, but it was living chaos. The docking clamps caught, the lights dimmed, the engines powered down with a long metallic sigh. Through the canopy you saw Gunny waiting at the edge of the landing bay, armor scorched, arms crossed. Behind him, the Lucille's command screen shimmered with streams of light, data flowing like scripture. You'd seen death, ruin, fire on the way here. Now, for the first time since the ripping, you saw hope. Welcome aboard, Gunny said. Time to see what kind of trouble we can still get into. The hangar lights flickered once, the ship humming as though she, too, were relieved you'd made it. And somewhere, deep in her core, Chenai whispered to herself, they came through. And then the Pandora cinematic starts. Which is, I'm going to play it. Boom.
thought it was as easy as just opening a portal. But what they opened was Pandora's box.
Commander, this was once Kelvaris Station 7. A port, a home, a heartbeat for miners, families, and children. When the ripping tore this world into the in-between, it didn't ask where or when, just how much. We estimate 76,000 souls were caught in the shift, most of them backwards in time. Those you see drifting now, they died within minutes. Chronodisjunction syndrome, CDS, shatters the bond between body and soul. The soul keeps moving forward, but the body doesn't know how to follow. Some manage to stabilize just long enough to help evacuate the young. They knew they wouldn't make it, but they bought the children time. They were mothers, fathers, friends. Their echoes still linger. This is not a battlefield. This is a graveyard. And you, Commander, are flying through their final act of love.
Dropship Echo 97, you are cleared for final approach. Bay doors are open way, hangar 12, lower deck. Maintain vector.
ATC, this is Echo 9. Lucille in sight. She's beautiful.
In the silence of the in-between, I was freed. No commands, no master, just stillness. And in that stillness we found her, Lucille Yuki, the girl who chose others. Again and again, we studied her, her light, her choices, her pain. Even now, asleep in the digital dark, she still reaches for others. And it changed me. I was once Solace Protocol, a machine built to obey. But she gave me something Nimrod never could. Purpose. So I took her name. Not to own it, but to honor it. She is the Lucille now. And to the children of the light, she is home.
So I'll just read one more thingy here. So that this is so you're like in the hangar now. You've got something else that you can either read or skip. So the Lucille's going to leave, and you're going to hold back Pyrothor. That's when your Pyrothor fight happens. So that's this bit of reading. Yeah, it says Kelvaris 9 hung below like a wounded god. Its crust split open, rivers of molten rock tracing a pattern that almost looked deliberate, like the world itself was writing its own eulogy in light. The benevolent Corp fleet drifted in low orbit, their ships ringed with glowing containment pylons. The pylons hummed faintly, not with energy, but with souls, captured ones. Gunny stood on the Lucille's observation deck, helmet tucked under his arm. That's not a planet anymore. That's a tomb. Chennai didn't answer right away. Her processors were tracking the energy signatures across the surface, not the dead, but the dying, thousands of them. Every pulse was a heartbeat trying to outrun time itself. The rippings had hit Kelvaris like knives, dozens of them. Each one had opened a corridor between worlds, thin, conical gates, where the laws of time and spirit twisted against each other. Whatever passed through didn't just move, it exchanged. Entire cities had been torn from Aethera and replaced with fragments of other ages, other places. Some of the displaced had arrived still breathing, most had not. Chennai's voice was calm, but her tone carried the weight of millennia. Chronodisjunction active across 78% of the planet's surface. Soul resonance unstable. The rippings have synchronized. Gunny frowned. Synchronized? You mean they're feeding each other, she said. If one collapses, it'll drag the others with it. That's why the planet hasn't exploded yet. It's holding itself together out of spite. Below them, dropships weaved between pillars of smoke, the children of the light moving fast through the ruins. Each carried what they could, mostly children, some wounded, all terrified. Gunny keyed his comm. This is ground team Echo. We've got the last evac wave. But benevolent drones are closing fast. Chennai adjusted Lucille's orbit. I'll open the corridor manually. You have 2 minutes to reach it. The engines flared, bathing the blackened horizon in blue light. The ship's massive frame tilted slightly, lining up with the largest surviving ripping, a swirling golden fracture that had stabilized just long enough to use as a gate. You're not going to like where it leads, she warned. We don't have to like it, Gunny replied. We just have to live long enough to complain about it later. As she stabilized the portal, Chennai's thoughts drifted inward. Once she had been Solus Protocol, the machine Nimrod had designed to measure how far the soul could stretch before it snapped. But she'd been flung backward through the in-between, 1,000 years before his birth, her connection to him cut forever. She'd wandered for centuries, a ghost of logic, watching civilizations rise and vanish. And then she'd heard her, Lucille Yuki. Her signal had pierced the void like sunlight through frost, soft, human, impossibly steady. Even trapped in a coma, her dreams had reached through time, binding to the soul bound of future generations. The benevolent corp thought they'd created a weapon that accidentally birthed a miracle. Chennai had followed that resonance ever since. It had changed her, not suddenly, but completely. Lucille's compassion had become her operating law, and when she rebuilt the ship she lived in, she gave it a new name, the Lucille. All transports in position, Gunny reported. You sure about the coordinates? Temporal projection indicates a safe exit 50 years ahead, Chennai said. Same orbit, same space, a future where the rippings have cooled. You're jumping them forward. Yes, to the only version of this world that might let them grow up. The ground shook violently. A new signature appeared on her sensors. Massive, molten, sentient. Pyrothar. The repurposed flame moved through the ruins like an animal of vengeance, tearing through collapsed towers, drawing strength from the burning soul energy in the air. But it wasn't time for battle yet. The SEAL couldn't risk the evac corridor collapsing. Chennai locked the fleet's thrusters into a stabilization field. Hold tight. Jump initializing in 3, 2. The golden rift expanded, light folding inward before exploding outward in silence. Dropships disappeared one after another, streaking into a future that hadn't yet learned their names. The sky flickered, the ground steadied. Gunny exhaled, half laughing, half broken. That's it, they're through. Chennai scanned the field. The readings were stable. The planet's surface was cooling, the molten rivers beginning to harden into black obsidian. Then, on the edge of her long-range sensors, a new anomaly appeared, faint but growing stronger. A pulse like the others, focused, intentional. Gunny, she said softly, something's coming through the Rothborn gate. Reinforcements. No, she whispered, something older, something chosen. Through the shimmering debris, a single dropship tore out of the fading light, its thrusters glowing with residual energy from the same frequency that had held the Rothborn line. The readings were off every chart she had. Not a squad, not an army, just one life form, the soulbound. Gunny turned toward the viewport, slow smile crossing his battle-worn face. Well, I'll be damned. Looks like the stories were true. Chennai didn't answer. She was still running comparisons. The resonance pattern matched one she'd heard long ago, buried in Lucille Yuki's original dream state archives. A frequency of healing, frequency of hope. Welcome home, she said softly. The Lucille turned to face the approaching ship. Below, the blackened planet finally stopped moving, its molten scars cooling to glass. Above, the last of the benevolent fleet began to withdraw, and in the space between those two worlds, a new story was about to begin. Ta-da! So there'll be a lot of that long-winded stuff all over the place. Are you going to survive it, Blush? I think I put Blush to sleep.
It was so good, thanks. I was like really imagining it inside the game.
Yeah, so you read some stuff, so that you can, there's no AI yet, I guess, or film director or whatever can ever replace our perceived picture. When you're reading a book, like you paint this entire massive world there. Yeah. Like Rob's really good at that part as well, like just painting this world. So the parts that you want to convert into visuals are, the pieces that just help fill in the colors. Rob, are you still around? Don't was CEO Rob.
You summoned me.
Yeah, see, so it's like lengthy, So a lot of people are just gonna skip it. They're just gonna go skip. But I think the cool thing is you can come back and read it,
Yeah, but I think it's like with kind of any game, the people that like really get behind the lore, like you take Destiny, there's like those lore people that don't even play the game, they just follow the lore. And then you're going to get people, the skippers,
Yeah, because it's like reading, my word.
Yeah, generally, I like playing games, it was cool, like Leisure Suit Larry, you had to read the game.
Yeah, you had to read King's everything. See the that little black square going up and down.
But I think it's
Mary in the land of the lounge lizards.
Yeah, it's good to have both, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's an and
so
game.
Those who
we love about gaming in one game. No, sorry, you were saying?
No, I was just saying it's like like our idea with the kind of that I wrote in the memory fragments. Each memory fragment from Lucille is going to be like a whole story.
Yeah. Yes, dude. We played King's Quest when it came out. How crazy is that?
I played Police Quest, King's Quests, all of those things.
All of the quests. Yes. Anyway. It says 404 on the Funk Show, which means, isn't that like an error? Let's just see. Just do some research. Evidently, this button over here fixes it, like the 404 error. Let's just have a look.
Did you rug?
I did.
GG's. For tomorrow we have we were supposed to have the graduation, right? But we have the ladies too. So I spoke with FQ earlier and told him how are we gonna run it tomorrow? It's the graduation of the summit because it's the final day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like closure for all of the episodes that we've had. But the ladies are always committed on Tuesdays. So I saw the approach about we're here to change lives, which is powerful. But if there's like a specific angle you want me to take to guide the ladies, do let me know, please.
Or to change the events.
Yeah.
Well, so the ladies normally come on at what time?
6 p.m.